Shout out to the motherfucking Black House. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Times they don't be trying to figure out why men get mad or why black men do the stuff that they do and how we react the way we act. Hold up. They don't care to understand how we feel or why we do the stuff we do. We just get charged for it. They don't give a fuck about all that. Everybody else is the victim and the black man is the villain. They don't understand like a lot of stuff on why we do the stuff we do. Let me shout out my new Black House members. This our masculine energy trumps the feminine energy, and it makes them real vulnerable. You would, if you was a high value man, you would have sex with a low trash woman.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Make me feel like a president. First black president. Dum, 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 dum.
As a kid who grew up in a single-parent household mired in poverty, I wondered, was the American dream for kids who were devastated by poverty, devastated by the challenges of life?
Yo, I'm Jay Prince for president. I'm signing in an executive order giving the Black House government to do powers such as: 1, pay $5 to time people out for 5 minutes. Pay $10 to time people out for 10 minutes. Thirdly, pay $20 to change the topic at any given time. And lastly, pay $50 to create their own law inside of the campaign. In addition to that, anybody could come with the additional $50 to change that law into their liking. I'm Jay Prince for president of United Negro Kingdom, and I approve these orders.
Debate night, but we're not in Milwaukee.
Don't be fucking rude. Are you kidding me?
You're on mute.
Silly me. Shout out to the 30 people that's coming in already. Make sure y'all come in, hit the like button, hit the share button. Welcome to the Black House. As for those of you who don't know who I be, I'm Jay Prince for president of United Negro Nation of the Black House, and we finna give y'all some exclusive content. As y'all can see, we have 5,300 people who have subscribed to the Black House. We steady growing. Do not listen to the people that's always going to say some, bad stuff about us, but the numbers don't lie. We steady growing. I have been dipping outside of, outside of the usual, there we go. Outside of the usual content, as far as like being on panels, I do more of a vlogs. My cooking show is about to start back up. I do like street vlogs of my regular life. I've been vlogging me working on my hot dog cart and stuff like that. So I'm trying to give y'all some more like reality type of content. And for those of you who have been knowing my story for at least a few years, I started off with just the goal, and I was just a nigga with a dream. And a dream of having my own hot dog cart and my own food truck. Well, it was my own food truck at first. Then about 2 years later, I got my hot dog cart while I was working on my food truck. So now my food truck is almost been finished. And we had the naked thing. So I want to give y'all more exclusive content outside of just being on platforms. Let me shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Welcome, Fartin Payne. What's up, Prez? What's up, Fartin? Come on, Fartin. He said, all fucking ready. Hey, yeah, that's a chief. I forgot what he called himself. Chief executive something. Danielle. What's going on, Danielle? Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I see we got new people that's coming to the Black House, mainly coming from my my vlogs. So shout out to y'all who that's new coming to my platform and stuff like that, where we have exclusive content. Hold on for a second. Y'all know I have very rude children, for those of you who don't know. Danielle, what's going on, Danielle? She said hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I can read this. We need more terrorists. Says you better learn to keep my name out your yuck mouth. But this is the person that have my name in her mouth. Tell your new nigga I don't play that. And he knows that. Well, you irrelevant. You've been putting too much stuff in your mouth. Okay. Black Beauty. She said, hey, Flora, JP, Miles, and chat. What's going on, Black Beauty? What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to Robin M. What's going on, Robin M? With the black flags and the purple hearts. Don't forget about the diamonds, because the diamonds is very valued to our mission statement and what we believe in. We believe in one love. We love everyone. Let's see who else here. Okay. It is what it is. Shout out to It Is What It Is. What's going on, dog? Okay. It's been some stuff that been going on in the YouTube streets, but I'm trying to focus on other stuff that I had going on. We might dib it and dab into some of the conversations, but I do want to bring up the Secretary of the State to ask her, like, how have, it's been, far as like with the mental health that we've been enduring off these YouTube streets. Let me bring her up. Shout out to Flora, the Secretary of the State of the Black House. What's going on, Flora? How you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing good. Very good.
You doing good? Yeah, you looking nice. You looking nice.
Thank you.
Shout out to the 54 people here so far. Let me ask you, before we get into the Streetz versus Smartz. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that this is Streetz versus Smartz. Clearly, I'm the smart one. She the street one.
Wrong way.
This way. Wait.
Oh, Lord, we're both dumb.
You can tell she's street, right? So, your mental health, as far as like been watching these YouTube streets and how everything been playing out. What do you think about how have you, what is your thoughts on everything that's been going on and stuff like that, as far as like what we've been seeing and our names been brought up in a lot of this nonsense?
I'll say this, Jay Prince, because I think in 2024, I think people are more open to discussions about mental health. So we know how distressful the internet can be when you get someone like a stalker. It takes a toll on your mental health, because it seems like they're watching your every move, criticizing your every move, recording all types of like that feeling of surveillance from a stranger is actually very scary. It's hard to wake up sometimes thinking about these bandits in a corner. Listen, I'm not pressed about it. I just think people don't have anything else to talk about. So when you are somebody who does attempt to bring substance to a space like this, you often will be mocked. You will be used because other people aren't even letting their guard down. They're not being real. They're not having real conversations.
So we've been enduring a lot of doxing and stuff like that. So how do you feel about like being doxed?
I feel like YouTube doesn't take it seriously. Like they really think it's a joke when we hit report. You know, it's almost like they want us to be associated with a big number of people or be a certain caliber of YouTuber to be protected from harassment. So it's actually really stressful. But I think the more we just continue to fight against these type of people, you know, hopefully the less comfortable they'll feel.
I mean, it comes to a point where like these people be so much in your business to the point where you fart in your booty jiggle, you got to look up. You don't know who done seen that. They on your ass.
I can't
So they like deep in your ass. So, but my thing is, you know,
and really quickly to go into when you say deep in your ass, like the depths that these people will go, you know, going through your social, like your real social media, going through your family's social media. So if you have a family member that's less private than you are, not for any reason, just because they don't understand social media, they can easily go deep into these places. So now you got to worry about your people being vulnerable. I just think we don't talk about how deep these people go, and they claim it's all entertainment, they claim it's all jokes, but you know, our real lives are at stake. So
yeah, they see they come up with these little ways to like use stalking tactics and cyberbullying and harassment and stuff like that. I don't think it's too much we can do. Well, it actually is a lot that we can do, but I think our pride is in the way, and we feel like we have developed some type of rapport with these people, and rapport with these people, and guilty. We feel kind of guilty if we, you know, start flagging them. But I'm no longer feeling that. So let me ask you a question.
Yep.
If you have a problem with a certain behavior, let's say coming from me, right? And the only reason why you addressing me because you got an issue with me, but another person that you hang out with me does the same type of stuff.
Okay. Let's pick that one up, and we're gonna put it right back down. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, you know, kind of just going. Well, I think I wouldn't go so far to say, to Robin's point, I don't think this is a humiliation ritual, because I think waking up looking like and living the life that these people do, because trust me, it's out of misery. I think that's what's humiliating, you know, looking in the mirror and seeing that they're not going anywhere. They're not living. I wake up every day and I live my life. The only reason why this is stressful is because I come on the internet and somebody gets to speak on me. They get to misrepresent me. They get to slander me. And the platform does very little about it, you know? So.
And I think this comes from, you know, when other people don't have, you know, I guess it could be a compliment. Because, you know, we don't have to depend on like drama to create a decent show and stuff like that. We naturally fucked up people. It feels like a pleasure to be a loser. For those of you who don't know me, that I'm the king loser in these spaces, and I'm proud of it.
I wouldn't want to be popular here though. that would be devastating. That would be devastating.
Because being a winner, it become overbearing. It's gonna be too many people gonna try to take your spot. So I would just be the loser. Here goes something that I want to ask you. I want to play right quick. I want to hear your thoughts on what you think about this.
Okay.
I want to know what you think about that. Well, let me see. Give me your thoughts after this.
Okay.
No, I don't like niggas. I just.
First off, his name JP. Bothers me.
Okay.
And he's from Milwaukee, I think. I'm gonna go ahead.
That nigga. So what does that mean? You heard it, nigga.
It makes
You don't
sense.
fuck
Hold on,
with
look.
niggas in
Wait,
general.
so look, you gotta look.
So you
Hold
was
on,
gay for a moment.
Hold on, young nigga.
He wasn't gay. He wasn't gay.
Look,
Gay for a moment.
no, hold on,
No,
young nigga. Look, I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm breaking down. Look, this is crazy. So check it out, right?
Yeah.
You call it what you want to. I quite frankly, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
In my head,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know, you got everybody else, they live by certain principles, and morals, and ethics, and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn. In my head, the same way you would make a decision to do something, I made a decision to do something.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I didn't give a damn about it. Now, all the extra, you know what I'm saying, all the extra, you know what I'm saying, extracurricular shit that come with it, that's not really me.
Sure.
I just, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
did
he
what
just
you would
cracked.
do with any woman, but like, I'm saying, I done let me a bitch.
Hey, listen.
If anything, see.
First off, what he talking about? What do you think so far? What he talking about?
What is he talking about? Cracked a nigga? Does he say? Is he saying
From the hearing and crack a nigga, exactly what you heard.
so? He had intercourse with a male and he thinks he's not gay.
Yes. I don't. These semantics of nowadays, nothing is black and white no more. It's
some semantics right there. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, they living off these semantics. Like I was raised, stuff was more simple. Girls wear pink, boys wear blue. Boys like girls, girls like boys. Anything outside of that, you was on the other end. LBGTQTIG communities. Outside, everything out of that. So I don't understand how he don't understand having intercourse with a man. Like, where do you think this culture is coming from?
I definitely think some of it is being pushed, like through the mainstream, in education. It's probably coming from somewhere up there where it twinkles. Not saying that gayness or LGBTQ lifestyle or anything is coming from up there, but I would say that I think pushing this on children and other type people, like expecting us to go along with it. Like, for example, like men aren't allowed to now not want to date a trans person, so where like you will be considered transphobic if you don't consider that a woman,
Right.
By a woman, I should say. But I think a lot of it is kind of like pushing a social agenda, but I don't think gay people are just out here like trying to get people, to become gay. I think it's more of like a systemic issue. I don't think it's individual gay people,
Well, I disagree, Joe. Your last part. I think people feel comfortable with black men being particularly this way. I think, and another thing when it comes to gay people, I do think they get a pleasure of turning other straight people that way because misery like company, and it's like if they could get somebody that's straight to turn their way, that's like points to them. This is the reason why when if a so-called straight person even look at them funny, they can't wait to blast it.
Okay.
So I do think it's a hidden. Let's finish what this man had to say.
If anything, nigga, my shit went to the motherfucking roof when all this shit came out. So like that.
You also said though, I don't like niggas. I just cracked that nigga. So what?
What?
I guess
That's it.
You also said though, I don't like niggas. I just cracked that nigga. So what does that mean?
You heard it, nigga. It makes
You
sense.
Over. Yeah. So I mean, I think we're getting into a conversation about fluidity, right? Is sexuality fluid? I don't think so, but I think there are people who believe that it is.
I think they believe that it is because of they wants to be that way.
Can I ask you, why is it okay then for women to have sexual experiences with other women and understand that they're not LGBTQ, but men can't do that?
Okay, because I got a nice answer. That's a great question. That's a great question. I would say being gay, how men look at gay men, we look at them like they feminine. That's like the ultimate thing a man can be. That's what we could just like white people. We call a man, nigga. You's a bitch. You a bitch. When we defame men, when men defame each other, we always put them in a category of being a woman. We operate like that even when men compete with each other. When we dominate another man, nigga, you's a hoe. I done beat you like a bitch. Or, you even get a man gossip and stuff like that.
Can I ask you a hot topic question behind that point right there before you get too far from it? So what do you think about butt breaking in relation to that? Like, do you think that part of the psychological abuse towards Black men, called butt breaking, do you think that, there was a deeper aspect to that we're not honest about?
Well, I don't think the story was told correctly. That was just a story that was told by people, the colonizers and stuff. They're not going to tell the real deal story. But let's just
Tariq Nasheed. Hold on, Tariq Nasheed is not a colonizer. That's a Black man, and he showed.
He just regurgitated the stories.
Okay, but he showed images and videos proving, I guess, that
those are not real images. Pictures can be
they're
created.
Illustrations.
Illustrations can be. I can illustrate you doing all kinds of stuff right now.
Okay, good point. Anyways, but
all kinds of stuff. I can illustrate you, being on top of me.
Yeah.
But but no. Outside of that, when it comes to psychologically how would it affect men is being butt barking. That's just like I said something a long time ago that offended a lot of people. I said grape is bad. I understand that for women and men. But it's even worse when a man get grape. Like, we understand if a woman get grape, disclaimer, grape is bad. No matter who get grape, we understand. We understand that
when it's boiled,
it is necessary. But what I'm saying is, men sleeps with women, right? Women sleeps with men. But when a man get grape by another man, that's a different. That right there is a different ball game.
Why are you laughing, Bill? Because this is my thing. I think too many people equate sexual abuse to sexuality when it comes to men, and I'm fucking tired of it.
Right? What do you mean?
Them being sexually assaulted by a man does not speak to their sexuality.
Well, not to
no.
You cannot say that.
No, hold on. This is my problem with you all. Because now when it comes to a child, you're laughing, but when it comes to a child, what do you say there?
Well, we ain't talking about no child. I'm saying that's why I use the word man.
That's a lot of the time, the men who have been assaulted, that's when it happened. It didn't happen when they were adult men making choices about who they wanted to be with. This was
well, you want me to lie to you?
It's like when it happens to girls, it does happen to women, but men get assaulted too, and that has nothing to do with who they are.
Well, if you want me to lie, you want me to be sweet and nice and lie to you, or you want me to tell you the butt naked truth with all the bumps on the booty?
But I don't think you're telling the butt naked truth. I think what you're saying is why
I'll tell you all the bumps on the booty. It's gonna put some sour patches in your mouth.
My problem is what you're saying is the exact reason why people do not take serious what happens to men, and then at the same time, you guys are going to use that as an excuse to to say, oh, people don't take men serious. You guys literally don't allow them to be victims. You make it a part of their identity, and then hold on, and then you guys come here and then when it comes to talking about what happens to them, it's all funny, it's all games. I don't think so, and I think until you change that attitude towards it, you're not going to get anything. This conversation will fall flat every time because men are not going to ever feel like victims because of what y'all say about them. So,
well, I know somebody that went to prison, right? And that person close to me.
Can y'all get out of here once?
No, I'm finna tell the story right quick. He went to prison, and now he was one of the drug dealers, but Drug dealers ain't tough like them killers are, right? So he was just a nigga that's getting money. That's all he is. He wasn't like the killer. And, you know, he's up there bragging and stuff, and, you know, and a guy bust his cheeks open. Even though he's a victim, and I know him, and I know him very well, my thing is this. Once you done, as a boy or a man, as a long floor, as a boy or a man, I don't know why us men are programmed the way we are programmed. But once you done had a penis inside of you as a man, no matter, we still would say, man, that was bogus, you a victim and all that. We give you that grace. But after that happens, still
some fuck shit. So we can change the conversation. We're gonna change the conversation because you're gonna say some fuck shit. So I'm gonna let you move along.
I'm just saying from a man's perspective.
That's the problem, and you guys don't even see it. You don't care to change it. So it is what it is. Men are going to continue to be assaulted by other violent men, and you guys are going to do nothing about it.
So if I come to you, or a man, let's say you was dating your husband, right? Let's say you was married to a husband, right? And you had a husband. He real masculine, and he'd be vulnerable with you one day. He had him a couple of Patrons, a couple of sips of Patrons, and with like some Red Bull and shit like that, right? And he get comfortable with you. He start being vulnerable with you. And he said, when I was a kid, now imagine this, and I want you to tell me the truth with all the bumps on her ass. I'm gonna pretend to be that husband. Bae, can I talk to you right quick, bae? You be like, yeah, bae, what's wrong? Come on, play with me. Can I talk to you right quick, bae? Well, bae.
What, nigga?
See, that response right there won't make me be vulnerable with you.
Good. Let's say some stupid shit, Jay Prince.
No. If I come to you, I'm like, babe, I got something to tell you. You know,
you're gonna piss me off. You're going to piss me off.
Hold on. I went to my therapist, and things was going good. You be like, okay, how was the therapist and stuff? Everything was going good, and I'm coming to you because I trust you. You my woman. And I must have shared some real intimate details of my past. That reason why I'm so angry, the reason why I've been cussing you out, the reason why I've been walking around this life angry, miserable, and doing all kinds of stuff. Obviously, you're going to want to know what's that, right? Especially as a woman.
Sure.
And I would say, I don't think I could tell you. Now you really want to know.
Okay.
And you gonna go days, months. Wait, you gonna go days, months. Wait.
No, hold on. You asked me to play along. I would say, you know what? Tell me when you're ready. You don't have to rush anything. I'll be here no matter what.
I'll be like, okay. But babe, that section today got real sentiment. It was intense. I felt like I left. I felt like I relieved the world off my shoulders.
Can I just?
No!
You guys want to hear this stupid ass skit?
No. Golly.
You're getting into it. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna cuss you out.
No fucking chat, dude.
I'm gonna cuss you out. So you can cuss me out right now all you want.
Stop. No, we don't want to do the chat. Damn, I was going good. Stay out the chat, man.
No. Yeah. I don't want to have this fucking conversation with you because I'm uncomfortable, really. I think having these.
Well, I'm not uncomfortable.
I am. So hold on. Flowers.
Shit. I'm like, man, it was intense. And if this how you will react in a relationship, he fucked. He is fucked.
Yes. He's fucked.
Right. And look at you laughing. So the man come to you, look. The man come to you and say, fuck. He say, fuck it, babe. He say, fuck it, babe. He say, fuck it, babe. When I was 9 years old, my mama boyfriend, which is my little brother's daddy, she was going to bingo one night, and she stood out all night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I must have woke up to go use the bathroom, and he was sitting in the room with his shorts, his boxers on, playing with himself. And he told me to come here. And he told me, this is how, no.
I'm not doing no stupid ass role play with you for this.
No, fuck up. This role play.
No, I'm not associating my face with this.
Imagine your man come to you, I don't want
to do this.
Another man.
Black House does not pay enough for this.
Another man had him arched over with his back arched.
I'm not listening.
Pounding him.
I'm not listening.
How would you look at him after that? You might tie for him, right? Get my floor.
No.
What the hell?
It's inappropriate. Just stop with the bullshit.
You might.
No, hold on, JP. All jokes aside, I've worked with victims, and I have no interest in having a conversation like this. Seriously, it really pains me to have a conversation like this.
Okay, well, we're gonna miss the details.
Respectfully, I want to ask you respectfully to move along because I don't think this is a good conversation. I don't think we should be making light of sexual assault. I think it's
no, we ain't making light of it.
We are though. We are.
No, we're gonna move. I'm saying, okay, but I'm saying for your husband to tell you some stuff like that, are you gonna still, even though you gonna love him and stuff like that?
100%. Yep. Until the wheels.
You still view him.
The wheels roll the fuck off into the river. Yes, I don't care. I don't think people should be having conversations.
If women can see you,
love him, are you gonna look at him the same?
If women can see you, okay. What about this then? Okay, what about this then, Flora? This off that. What about if me and you outside and let's say hypothetically I'm your husband or boyfriend, whatever, right? And somebody fucking with you, and I try to stand up and fight, and I get my ass whooped in front of you. Yeah, you might, say, get up, baby, or even try to help me. But the moment I get a little bit too rowdy in the house, you is not finna tell me that something gonna pop in your mind like, hold on, nigga, I seen you get your ass spanked. Whoop, beat up. No. That ain't gonna even cross your mind. You know it will. That's why you quiet. People in the chat, if fellas, you know for a fact, if you get your ass beat up in front of your woman,
before I get you off the screen, I'm gonna evict you from your own stream.
No, I'm just saying.
Can we just change the subject?
All right, we're going to change the subject. Stop highlighting comments. Remember what I told you about the highlighting comments?
I don't care. You're not listening.
No comments till we see a super chat.
Well, maybe they'll send a super chat soon. But
no, if you don't highlight everything they say, even though shout out to my boy Pookie, we can read his because he always super chat. But I'm saying you giving these people a space where they don't have to. They don't have to send.
I think T-Town. To T-Town's point, hold on, because the reason why I highlight that is I think she does. I think I respect what she's saying, right? Having a difficult conversation like this, but I just think that if me and you are going to talk about things like this, we need to actually take it serious because there are people out there who watch us. They believe it or not, people might think people think you're a loser, but there's people who come on here and they listen to you and they take what you're saying serious. So I don't think that you should play with that. And make light. I'm not saying you're necessarily making light, but I know what you mean. A woman might look at somebody differently. I get it. That's what someone said, 50-50. But I just don't think that these type of conversations are productive when there are people who are still hurting. We're not there to talk about it like this yet. That's what I think. But I'm just
Okay.
to
Let me go to another because I got another topic. This is gonna be a good one.
I'm already tired.
Don't do that.
No, I was joking. Come on.
Stop with the joke.
You're like triggered because I'm tired. What's wrong? What's going on? He's mad I didn't want to have that stupid ass skit. I think that's what it was.
Okay. Check this out. What's your thoughts on this? Now, we talk about this all the time. What's your thoughts on this?
I left my laptop over here, so I came to get it. And I get here, and the person that I had to be daddy for, because he didn't want to be a dad in the beginning, you know, he in the house with his game hooked to the TV I bought. You know what I'm saying? His clothes in here. He just, I got to leave. I live here.
Until we finish talking.
I live here. He's gone. He's gone. You proud of yourself?
Post it on Facebook.
You proud of yourself? It's
Proud of
funny.
myself.
It's funny. Okay. His gang hooked the TV I bought. And then she gives the daughter I've been raising, the daughter I taught how to speak, the daughter I taught how to walk, the daughter I taught how to use the pot. She gave her to him. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man. You said that your baby daddy that didn't want to be a father, that you said had AIDS, all this shit. You said he came to pick up Summer, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV. That's what you saying.
I said he came over yesterday.
And why was he here yesterday?
To come chill with Summer.
You said get Summer. Now it's chill with Summer. You said he came to get Summer yesterday, but his PlayStation hooked to the TV I bought. He back here today at 12 a.m. to pick up Summer. His PlayStation still hooked to the TV. 3 days after you told me I had to leave because you needed to focus on you and your career, and niggas, dudes, you ain't have space for that. You ain't have space for our relationship. The person that's been here through thick and thin, regardless if I stayed home a week because Summer got sick and got me sick and I couldn't go to work and gave you 300 out of the 350 I made because I was sick. Whatever I got, I give, and that's the reason. Come on, bro. It ain't about money. It's about loyalty. It's about. Come on, bro. You don't know what it's about. Yo, the dude. Listen, you asked me to have a baby with you and killed it. Yeah, because you got this dude.
I was paying for everything. I'm not gonna.
When were you? You were not paying for everything. You had a baby. Okay, you had a baby with a dude while you were homeless and no car. You had the baby. Okay, you're not 17 now, and he back around with his PlayStation hooked to my TV.
What are you talking about?
Co-parent? You had a parent in the house. What you talking about co-parenting? You just kicked her parent that taught her how. I taught her how to talk. I taught her how to use the pot. I taught her how to walk. And you talking about you had a co-parent with this guy who didn't want to be a parent?
I never said that you couldn't be in her life, but quite frankly, we're not going to be together. I didn't want to be with you.
You want to be with him. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV that I bought.
No.
Why his PlayStation end up here?
I'm not going to keep repeating myself.
So he came to pick up Summer.
Already squared away.
He came to pick up Summer. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV.
He came over yesterday to see Summer.
You said he left his PlayStation.
Yes.
And he came to pick her up 12 o'clock in the morning.
Got here at 11.
Really nice.
Really, Justin. Really, Justin.
I left my laptop over here, so I came to get it.
So, what is your thoughts on that?
Oh boy, so much tragedy. Someone said he just got out of prison though, and she was talking about paying all the bills and not wanting to have his baby. So I think he was trying to play it like he was just big man, but it kind of sounds like he was just a bum in her house. He was.
Oh, the stepfather,
Huh?
the stepdaddy.
Yeah, but just because he calls himself a stepdaddy doesn't mean is he married to her?
It don't matter. He did a lot for her kid.
He ain't doing nothing but going in there buying some games and some TVs and calling himself daddy. That's it.
So what else could he have done? What else could he have done to be a real daddy?
He could have married her. He could have taken care of them. He could have been a real father, right? And not created a situation.
He could be a real father when he's not.
And not created a situation where his woman doesn't want to have his child because she got to work 3 jobs. I mean.
So she goes back to the dude who's not there taking care of his daughter.
I mean, she's working 3 jobs regardless.
So the answer was to go, instead of having a conversation with him, the answer was to go back to the dude who she gave a baby to and left, or didn't work out because he wasn't whatever, according to y'all. The reason why y'all leave because the man is the baby daddy ain't no good dude. So this is what
Wait, so the guy was working for her, like the guy has a job? Because she implied that she was working 3 jobs. So why is she working 3 jobs if he makes enough?
She want to work 3 jobs because she wanted to.
It sounds like out of financial necessity.
No. My thing is, because here's my thing. Because had that would have been a woman, and the man did all that, was doing all this shit for him, helping him with his kids, and if he decided to step out, you know how many of y'all women would have everybody been saying that he is a fucked up person?
Yeah.
Right. So, but you make
he's still a messed up person, though. It doesn't change because she does it.
So she went out there and brought her baby daddy into their home, and you said he the fucked up person.
She's trifling too. They're both trifling. The both of them. But I think I got some of the details incorrect. So if I did, I would say she's a trifling, little dirty, raggedy foot bandita. But yeah, why are you with a man and he got you working that many jobs? Exactly, Robin. I think the main purpose of a man is to, create a situation where the woman can focus on the family.
I think y'all got that word man all skewed up. I think that y'all been I think that y'all was told lies of what a man is. Because in a woman's brain, a man, what's a man to her is not fucking realistic. Basically, it's a time machine. He's a time machine, ATM. He's almost supposed to be like a computer. Where you know how you got so much faith in your computer. When you come in, you turn your computer on, it's supposed to work. The speed's supposed to be all there, everything's supposed to be download. That's how y'all treat men. Like, he cannot be malfunctioned. The moment that motherfucker not working or lose a job or whatever, y'all gonna try to get rid of him. Like, man, I gotta get rid of this computer because this motherfucker fucking up.
Well, you still hold on. You still need
goddamn a computer.
You still need to be able to
go ahead.
You still need to be able to download your files, surf the internet quickly, get your work done. So if that computer is no longer running, that shit keeps and breaking down and breaking down. You gotta throw it out and buy a new computer, and that's just how it is.
Right. So to the point where the man is not no computer.
I mean, you compare computers, not me.
I truly believe that whoever taught y'all what a man was been lying. They've been lying the whole time. Like, it's not realistic at all. It's not realistic. It's not. All of this stuff, the man's supposed to be your bulletproof vest, right? We have to be your bulletproof vest. We got to be your ATM. And we have to be your computer.
Yes.
What we got in return?
You get a lot. And you know you do. That's why y'all beg.
What when you say a lot, like what?
Women don't need to. First of all, we give birth to your raggedy, gigantic head.
No, you the sperm.
Huh? Your little raggedy sperm ain't big. Your raggedy sperm. your raggedy sperm is not baking no oven for no bun in the oven for 9 months. If y'all had to incubate a baby in your nutsack, that baby wouldn't make it 2 months.
There's no such thing of a baby getting baked without the nut.
Majority of y'all be drinking, doing every drug under the sun. Don't eat right. If y'all had to be pregnant for 9 months, no fetus would ever survive. So,
well, would you agree? Would you agree that men should start dogging out women then? Since y'all want to dog them out, we should dog y'all out.
We don't dog you out. We call women like that thoughts, community.
No, that's not thought behavior. No, what I'm saying is, just like most of y'all women will look at men like that.
I think you're mentally a thought. If you would like, I'm not saying I don't know all the facts of the case, but in this circumstance, if you would bring your dusty baby daddy into a home that is being provided for, which it doesn't seem like that was the case here, but if you're bringing your dusty baby daddy into the home that you're being provided for, your kids are being taken care of, that man loves you, and you're allowing that dusty man to interfere with your life, then yeah, you are. That's a thought mentality. Absolutely. You have no idea.
Well, a lot of people will say because the man gave her the ultimate, well, he ended up getting pregnant, she deleted it. But the baby daddy gonna always seem like, I don't know, it's different from when baby daddies and baby mamas, right? Let me say if a woman come in with my house, if I'm done fucking my baby mama, there's no such thing as me going back there, period. And I got baby mamas for years. Never want to put my thing back in that. But it's a different ballgame when it's flipped. When women still have baby daddies, if no other man work out, they going back to what they know best. Most men will want to, if men operate differently than women. If I leave a situation alone, I'm moving forward. I'm trying to find something new. I'm not finna go back to my baby. Now one of my baby mamas can come and tell you, and I put this on my baby mamas, that they can never tell you that Jay Prince try to come back to them. And I put that on my baby mama. They will tell you the same thing.
Because you're putting it on them.
Why is it a different ball game? It's a different ball game when it comes to women. And this is why I be telling men, men shouldn't do it. I don't think men should do that. Be a stepfather. Look how she treats them.
I think a lot of men who become stepfathers, they gain another family, they gain children, they gain respect, love, adoration.
They don't gain children, they don't gain respect.
Yes, they do. They do gain children. Because those children that they stepped in to care for love them like a father. So
I get the sentiment. But what I'm saying is that once it seems like it's different from how a woman would view a man that come in playing stupid for her. He's gonna take the rewards. Back in her mind, she still don't respect them. They damn near be friend zone. Like in a way, like how can I put this? The moment he can't be dominant in that house. You can see that in the video. The moment that motherfucker crack his mouth open and get a little too lippy, she gonna come and bring the real daddy, that motherfucker nigga. And then she had a white police officer there to back her up in her fuckery. Don't no motherfucker give a fuck about no black man pain. Who fucked him up?
I don't think we know the fact.
This woman is wrong, and that police was ready to throw his ass on the ground and pop him.
Just because somebody comes on camera and says, this is what the situation is, doesn't mean it's the correct situation.
Oh, no. Why not? Well, that means all that stuff like Diddy situation, all that, what was that lady name with Diddy?
No, you can't equate all that.
No. She come on camera.
No.
They just black men's feelings and what they go through. You see that, right? It always got once a black man go through stuff from a woman, it always ends up, no, this ain't sounding right. Because in their mind, a woman cannot be bogus.
A woman cannot be what?
Bogus. A woman can't be wrong.
Oh, I know a lot of bogus bitches. I know they're watching too.
The only time y'all would call women bogus bitches is when y'all mad at them.
No,
But
but
when it's
listen,
dealing with some
hold
men,
on, because let me squash that myth of a false sisterhood or something. Women call each other out every day, at least 6 or 7 times a day. Women call themselves calling each other out. I don't know where this myth came from men that women tiptoe around each other. No, if anything, a woman will drag your ass, right? Like your sister, your sister will properly drag you in a way privately that's loving. Any old bitch they'll drag you every day. So I think you guys talk about the sisterhood in the wrong way. You know, I think they're very confused. Yeah, my I think they're very.
so let me ask you a question. The same woman that you say is bogus bitches.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
What?
I'm trying to answer Gore. Go ahead.
Oh man, I hate that dude.
Why?
Cause you got more attention on the chat than you do the damn show.
Asked me a question about my height the other day, so that like why you?
Yeah, you can wait till we started looking at the comments. Get out the fucking comments.
Do y'all think the Black House is a plantation? But yeah. Is it me that's frozen or JP, guys? I don't know which one it is. Let me pull my phone up. JP is about to slap you. Is it me or JP? Oh, it's JP. Okay. Yeah, it's J Prince. So we're gonna have to wait for the president. You guys, let me know though. I don't know if he's frozen. It shows like we're still growing. Okay, yeah, it is JP. Yes. And he got so mad his connection burst. he snapped and it turned on. So yeah, guys. I think this myth about the sisterhood is actually frustrating, because the way women will smear each other, hate on each other, backdoor each other, no, I'm gonna get me started on black women, and I'm talking about my sisters. So my sisters, my sisters, come here. Okay, come here. We're gonna talk. Okay. A lot of y'all, when y'all get mad, y'all have, listen, hell has no fury like a black woman scorned. Okay? You guys, my sisters, I love you all. That's why I'm saying this. That's the problem. The vendettas run deep. And I don't think, I'm only speaking about black women because I am one, so don't really take my funny commentary as me, bashing black women. But I do think that, women will drag the fuck out of each other. So this idea of a sisterhood that doesn't hold each other accountable, I mean, people will delete their own family members over a man. Okay, I've seen it. I've read stories, all of it. So I don't know where we came up with this. The president is clearly having some technical difficulties. I'm going to try to contact him. You guys, please keep yourself busy. I'm going to give you some tracks to listen to in a moment. Just give me a second, guys. I gotta find something that's long enough.
So 32-year-old guy wants to spend a Sunday afternoon chilling with a 13-year-old girl. But you might say Manji flunked basic arithmetic, because 32 plus 13 adds up to trouble.
Well, you were cool and cute too. I just know I could get in trouble even talking to you,
Yeah. Well, fuck
Go
it.
ahead.
Y'all had a conversation, said that you will fuck a 12-year-old. And you did say you prefer your 12-year-old daughter with a 28-year-old man. We had a big conversation about that in the back. You don't remember that, huh?
Hey,
All right, guys. It looks like the president's back. I was just playing something quick while you were gone.
Yeah, the thunderstorm has kicked off my internet.
How do I?
No, Gore, you don't have to be sorry. My thing is, Florida understand that this is a show that we are doing, and she spends way more attention in worrying about what y'all talking about in the chat than the damn show. That's irritating. You can focus on the comments. Why you?
I'm sorry.
This is what happens when you link up with chat people. But no, so the woman that you say that the women that you say that's bogus bitches, If that man would have smacked biscuits out of her, I guarantee you gonna get upset.
Of course. What does her being a bogus bitch have to do with you putting your hands on her?
You don't think that's cause for it? I walk in my house that I'm taking care of and take care of somebody's responsibility, and the thanks you give me is to bring the motherfucker that, according to you, allegedly, he's a bad person and he's not taking care of his kids. So you bring me up in here, taking all my money, my time, my life, my money in my life for you and your family because he's not there. You don't think that's deserved for get a couple of biscuits smacked out of them?
No.
I beg the difference.
I think you should keep your hands to yourself.
No, I think you should.
Your biscuits smacked. Unless you want some biscuits smacked out of you, then yeah, you should keep your hands to yourself.
If I bring a woman in and she doing everything for me, woo out the bam, and I decide to bring the dead piece of shit in my house, basically showing no appreciation, I deserve biscuits slapped out of me. Sometimes people deserve to get smacked. We ain't finna go on this trip like people don't deserve to get smacked up.
Let's say everyone keep their hands to themselves, and especially men who have a physical advantage to women, keep your fucking hands to yourself. You hear me?
I disagree. I totally disagree with that.
Act up, you can get backed up. You know that? So try it. And then if a woman pew you or smack
he's got one officer want to be able to keep me soft, to keep me chill the way how you want me to be. If I walked in, that's why I say them niggas is step dummies. They second ass niggas. Some of them
that's not every stepfather's experience. Some of these guys,
majority of stepfatherism is this way. They don't get respected. They don't get respected because a lot of times, just because a woman say they don't like their baby daddy, a lot of times niggas be going off what women say. And this is what men you fuck up at. Men, you fuck up on shit because you expect women to stand on principles.
Well, no.
Women don't go off principles the way we go off. Standing on principles and values and morals, that's a man thing.
I expect people to stand on values, not men.
But here's the thing. You cannot spend nothing that's Flora. If we're going to say that women is very emotional, right? If we acknowledge that women are emotional, right? You can't expect nothing of solidarity from nobody that's emotional. Emotional be everywhere. What keeps that most emotions like grounded is from a man. Now, you can probably say whatever the case, she don't respect him as a man. Just because he in that house, taking care of her bills, taking care of her kids, taking care of that nigga's bills, that don't mean she automatically respect him.
What the? Sorry, I'm trying to kill him.
Obviously, this motherfucking baby daddy came in there and put his PlayStation on his TV. What part of the game was it when he paused the game because the stepdaddy was coming in the house?
Oops. Sorry, I gotta kill this. Sorry, I'm trying to kill something. I don't think you're talking too specifically about what's happening in that house. We still don't know. I mean, she called the police on him. Why would she call the police on the protector and provider of her family?
Because she knew for a fact if she called the police, because she know what she was doing would have drove anybody to come in there and slap the biscuits out of her ass with butter. She knew what she was doing was fucked up. And she know, I think what it's going to take for black men collectively to get respected by black women. Black men, you got to stand up to white men in front of black women. So these black, who you got to stand up to? You got to stand up there and willing to fight that law back. Police officers, whatever. You gotta tell them in front of the black woman that you ain't going for that shit, and we'll snap it off on you. So once that black woman see you snap at the fucking law and realize that, and don't let you win the battle, I guarantee you they won't fuck with you like that. The only reason why these women trying to do this bogus shit to you because they feel like that's why she have her white zaddy there. If she know that you will trample over that motherfucker and fuck that white daddy up, who she gonna go to then? She won't play with you like that. If she got a problem with you, she gonna say, this relationship ain't going nowhere. I want to move forward.
I think instead of all of that, JP, I think you should encourage men to choose better, right? Why would you choose a woman?
Choose better. There's no such thing as choosing better.
Really?
Any one of those women gonna utilize anytime they get ready to fuck up or do something, they gonna utilize that law and do all this other shit. I don't want to hear like everybody is different. No. The only reason why y'all doing this to these niggas because y'all think that because you see them being afraid of these white people. That's why she had that white police officer there. Because she knew what she did would deserve for her to get knocked the fuck out. So she wanted the police there so she won't get busted. She needed a motherfucker that would have seen that police there, walk right past that police, and boom. TKO. That's what she needed. In fact, a lot of them need it. They need to see. They don't need black men to be all poised and so collected and responding all nice. Because that's why they fucking you up with that shit, black men. No, that shit was bogus. This man been raising her Bama raggedy ugly ass kids.
Wait, why did the kids have to catch strays?
Because I know they was bad than a motherfucker. He taught her how to walk.
Why are you sweating? Why are you sweating? Why are you
sweating? I'm mad than a motherfucker because that shit don't be right. Like dude looking foolish. He come in, and the baby daddy is playing the game on my TV.
So, okay, now you can't just tell me that that's the first time she's called the police on him.
Now you speculating.
You speculated the whole conversation. You speculated the entire situation. You speculated all of it. Every last.
Where was you born at? Like, I'm going off the video. I swear to God, I could have came in like that. If I would have been a stupid daddy, a step stupid, and I come in, I'm not going.
A step dummy?
I think I'm probably the police would have to shoot me that day. At one point in your life, black man, you got to stand up for what you believe in and willing to die for it. You was already stupid enough to put yourself in that situation in the first. And now these niggas gonna be listening to the president. If you want a family, get your own family. Create your own family. I can see if he had kids by her, but he don't have nothing by her. Why'd you there, nigga? Why are you there? Why you think the man should be there? Why you think why do black women need stepdaddies? Why? Why should black men step up and be stepfathers? Why?
Because children need them, not black women. It has nothing to do with the women, actually.
So no, children need their father.
No, children need men in their lives. Good men. If their father ain't shit, get that nigga out of there too.
First off, if the father ain't shit, that means you chose it. That means the woman ain't shit because she chose it.
Sure, now you need to evacuate his ass. Just like she should have got rid of this bandit instead of letting him move into their place. She should have got rid of him. I agree.
Got rid of who?
The baby daddy, the dust mite who came back after doing nothing for his kids. Yes, I agree with that.
I don't think there's so the original family. Your first trinity is what?
What?
The first trinity is what? The first family dynamics is what?
Nuclear? I don't. What are you talking about?
Father, child, and mother. You need a mama and a father to make a child. That's the first fucking.
Y'all definitely.
There's no such thing as no step stupids.
Oh boy. You got to tell that to the men who don't raise their children. That's what's more important. You know, I think that's the issue here.
Well, she still found him credible. She had a stepdaddy in the house, and she still went in and got some baby daddy dick. And he forgot to unplug that damn video game after he got done fucking her. So when stepdaddy came in, he like, what the fuck? When did you get a PS? Who game is this? Oh, this the baby's game. I just bought her this yesterday. So this the baby's game. Yeah. How come the game is on level number 300? And some, I know damn well you or the baby didn't beat all of these boards because neither one of y'all know how to play no fucking game.
What?
So obviously it's the motherfucking game. It's the motherfucker that's been here who game it is. It's the niggas game, ain't it? No. My little nephew told me the cheat code. What's the cheat code? Show me the cheat code to get to level 35. 1135. Where's the show me? Oh, I would have figured that shit out real quick. I would have gave her time to even think. Because I already know what it was. You had your nigga, that baby daddy in my house.
Yeah. Did you see that trending photo of Meek Mill? I tried to talk about it the other night, but we all know what happened. Do you remember that photo?
Yeah, so it's your turn. Let me go. Want me to do one more?
Oh, Lord, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You can do yours.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead. Your turn. I did 2 of them.
Well, I just have a picture because the next ones are going to be longer. So I'll do that after your next one. But I'm going to show you this picture.
These women are incredible.
What?
The chat.
Oh, wow. I want to cover that.
Look, I knew she was in the chat looking, watching, reading what Tiki. I can damn near read who you reading.
What?
I can damn you hold up the show because you read in the chat. T-Town said, the real T is she smashing both of them.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, this is why a lot of time men is not want to fuck with y'all like that. As far as like being, I think at the social media, I think social media is finna a lot of stepdaddies ain't finna sign up to be stepdaddies no more. After listen to a nigga like me, after me dragging the fuck out of them, they not finna be listening to me no more. I mean, they not finna sign up to be stepdaddies no more. So you bitches is fucked. You bitches gonna have to take care of them kids by your damn self. Stepdaddies played out with marriages. What the fuck is this?
All right, so let me just make it a little bigger because the screen looks tiny. Hold on. Yeah, we're looking at Mr. Meek Mill. So now I just wanted to know because so Meek Mill's a rapper, right? And I know rappers like we have Lil Uzi Vert who went on stage with a pink purse, all dolled up. He looked very sweet. And now we have Meek Mill And this seems very on brand with what a lot of these Hollywood guys are start to present themselves as. So I'm wondering, do you think that Meek Mill is going to come out of the closet with this one, or you think it's just fashion?
He might be in the closet because there's no such thing as, you know, if you're gonna wear this type of stuff, especially the way he think it look tight too. He think it look raw. So obviously, you know, man, that fashion, you gotta define what's fashion because it seems like when it comes to black people being fashion in these you know, in Hollywood, it's always them looking gay. Or looking like Kanye looking real stupid. Either you gonna look stupid like Kanye or you gonna look gay.
But Kanye's shoes, clothing, all the things, those things net for a lot of money. Like he sells those outfits.
Right. Just because something costs a lot of money, that shit make me want to. The shit that he be wearing, it make me just want to walk up to him and beat the dog shit out of him.
Okay.
Like, dude, big leather boots, dude. Like, what? Come on. Like, come on, fam. Like, the clothes that he be wearing to be stupid.
Yes. Robin, to be fair, we did cover it, but I was not cognizant that day. So I figured we would cover it again here. But he just, I mean, I don't see anything wrong. I do think that the fashion barriers are starting to cross into like touchy subjects for men in terms of sexuality. Like I do think he probably just threw this outfit on thinking he looked trendy, right? But it is a sheer shirt, so why would a man be putting on a sheer shirt? You know?
Why do this really like pique your attention though?
Well, this piqued my attention. Hey, Tezzy Cade. This piqued my attention because I don't know why it is that black men will take money to do anything. You know, like it seems like they will literally do anything for a coin, including dressing, acting, and presenting themselves in very suspect ways when black boys already have very little, people to look up to. So,
well, do you think everybody in Hollywood is kind of like they sign up for that? It's almost like a thing where what would you do for $1 million? And most people that will do gay stuff for $1 million, it depends on what they would sign up for. Someone would sign up to dress like a woman. And it seems like the more money you get, the more gay you got to be.
I don't think that's true, but I do definitely think that's true about the industry. And I just think people haven't been honest about it. Like, there's no way people are just finding out in 2024 all the gay, all the LG, I don't want to use that, all the inappropriate things that are going on in the industry, all the forcing and violence.
Shut the fuck up. Because
I'm serious.
No, that's bullshit. Like you try to push this theory like niggas was gay already. No, I think it come to a point in time where, what's up, Tazy Cole? I think it comes to the point in time where, you know, it's almost like what would niggas do for $1 million? And be truthful, a lot of these niggas come to our spaces might be doing this shit behind closed doors. The reason why they don't come out, the reason why they won't come out, because they scared of niggas like me. I think you out of thousands of people and these men that's been in these spaces, I guarantee you, I probably will be shocked of who gay low key. All you have to do is watch their behaviors, watch what they pay attention to, what interests them.
What interests?
All you have to do is pay attention to what interests them. You know what I'm saying? What piques their interest? You won't be surprised now. I give you that, but I don't think black men just been inherently gay. See, you younger. When I was coming up, black men, black boys, we went on that gay shit. We used to whoop the shit out of gay niggas back in the day. I'm not saying now.
That sounds like sus feelings covered up in violence.
No. That sounds like get the fuck away from me acting like a bitch.
Well, my question is, so now it was how you guys acted in response to gay men in general, or was it in response to behavior? Because if it's a response to behavior, that's one thing. But if it was just
no, we didn't socialize with gay. Like I got cousins that gay that I haven't talked to, and he be trying to send me a friend request on IG and stuff like that. I know I haven't talked to that man since I was about 14 years old.
Why?
Him and his punk ass brother. They my blood cousins though.
Why? Because
they gay. Fuck, we gonna talk for? How are we gonna when me and my other cousin get around? We talking about getting some pussy and shit like that. What he gonna? How I'm gonna go around my cousin talking about getting pussy? He wants some dick. He want to be you. He got one of them got titties. He done turned to a whole woman.
So what's your point in not being around in his life? Is it to send a message, or what's the point?
It's not to send no message. It's just to say that we don't. Shit, you wanna do like? Come on, like I don't disrespect him, but I just don't fuck with him.
Okay, so it just seems like it's a legitimate, because you made it clear you wouldn't attack anybody who just because they're.
No, I wouldn't know. But I wouldn't want to attack nobody. If you beat one of them gay dudes up, they won't look at it like it's a fight. They look at it like it's a domestic violence situation. Like they was in a relationship with you. You just put it was just man put his hands on it. He hurt. You know what I'm saying? They would take it if you fight a gay man as a man. They won't take it like it's two niggas that were fighting. They would take it like, oh, my man beat me up. They would. They would take it like that. Oh, for real. And then one of my cousins, the one that turned to a female, he got AIDS now, but he been having HIV for a long time. I was like, boy, you ain't dead yet.
Come on, GP. That's not right.
What you mean?
Well, don't make HIV/AIDS references. I think it's very rude.
No, he has that for real though.
But you saying he ain't dead?
He wrote it on. He wrote a book. It's on Amazon.
I was just ashamed.
And he was exposing all the men that touched him and shit like that, and been fucking them.
It's a hate crime now. Tread lightly. That's the only thing I'm gonna highlight. But yeah.
Yeah, but
someone said you need your mouth pop. Tiki said you need a pop too.
No, I'm just saying like me and my cousin, I can't sit up here and I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say I love him. Because if he died today, I wouldn't blink. Him or his brother. I haven't been around him that long. Like I don't fuck with him like that.
Save it. Keep that in here. Because there's things here, there's things online that people will assume that's how you feel about all of them. And, Jesus, black people are cold. Cold. I would never stop loving my family member because of anything. That's just me.
You say you won't ever do what?
I would never stop loving a family member, unless they did me dirty or something.
It's two. It's a few things. It's three things that I would stop loving my family member.
Well, yes, a crime.
No, I got all my family members commit crimes. What I'm saying, a snitch, a rapist, right? It can matter if he raped a grown up or a little kid. It don't matter. And gay. Well, I'm just saying, like it is what it is. I don't disrespect them. I don't go over there and say, "Oh, you this motherfucker." No, it's just we don't have nothing in common. You stay over there, I stay over here.
Okay, I mean, we have to take it into account that the president is an old man.
I remember when his mama died. Not his mama, that's my dog. His mama died, you know, she be cussing out people. She damn near beat up my girlfriend, my auntie. And his mama died. We went to the funeral. This motherfucker coming in smelling like a whole bunch of perfume and looking like he had on a blonde wig with like the old grandmama dress. I'm looking like, come on, I'm like, fam, no, man, come on. He still don't know how to walk in them heels neither. He be busting out them because you know women heels be skinny. Those feet hanging
busting out of them heels too. I said those feet be busting out of them heels.
Yeah, the way dudes be walking. That's like he would walk like that. I'm like, no. All you gotta do is be yourself, and that's being the man. Go in there.
You're trifling as hell.
I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm not even paying attention to the funeral no more. I was crying. Well, I was trying to make myself cry because you know how you go to the funeral, you don't want to look like you just emotional. So I usually drink. Every time I go to a funeral, I'll stop and give me a little drink, and I think of on my way there, I listen to some Amazing Grace songs and try to picture some sad shit so I can come up there crying. Because you don't want to look everybody in the funeral home crying, but you. You looking like, damn, like this motherfucker. Because that's when all the attention be on you when you at a funeral. That's why I be telling people, don't be expecting for me to cry. I ain't with all this fake shit. But then, you know, even though I say that, but you know, when you actually get to the funeral, everybody's sitting up there crying. I'm sitting up there like, and then I hate the part where they got to make all this go to the funeral, like get up and walk. Now you got all these people in the waiting area watching you. They be see what you gonna do, see how you gonna react. Everybody, because I was raised by my aunties and them, right? And every time somebody had died or something, and if they had a fucked up reaction, they come home and talk. Did you see how Billy did that? Billy was, oh my God, and up there faking. My cousin Jeanette, well, my auntie Jeanette, I said my cousin. My auntie Jeanette was fake crying. Take me, Lord. Take me, Lord. My auntie came back home. She didn't say it in front of her. She said, and that's one fake son of a bitch. You talking about taking her, Lord. You know goddamn well, if God starts to light down right now, she gonna be, I'm trying to tell you. So, but his mama was cool. But my cousins, them, I was like, man.
But don't you feel responsibility to love her seed because of the love you had for her?
No. I got the right to love who I want to love. Like, you know, ever since I've been a kid, my sisters, they talk to him all the time. Me, I don't fuck with him. My brother, he don't fuck with him neither. They brothers, though. They brothers. They live in Chicago. We don't fuck with them. They moved to Chicago because the family don't fuck with them like that. So our beliefs about this stuff is very strong.
Yeah.
I want, you know, I love my cousin that be coming up. What's up, boy? You know what I'm saying? What up, dog? What's up? I got all them hoes. Where the hoes at, Jay Prince? You know, man, you already know I got them on deck. No, nigga.
But why can't you just love them for who they are? Why do they have to present in a way that you like? You know, I don't get it.
What you mean love them as who they are?
Love them as who they present as, who they are.
That's not no. I'm gonna love you for what you was born. That shit they doing is fake. I don't love fake shit. You was put here to be with a woman. How come I gotta love something that's not godly?
Oh, I thought you said not godly. You said not godly. Did you say not godly? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, that's not godly.
You're not godly yourself.
No, but I fall in line. I do the stuff the godly way.
No, you don't.
I do stuff the godly way.
How? What godly practices do you have in your day to day?
God gave me a dick to get some pussy. That's one of them.
So getting pussy is godly?
Yes, and creating and the result of that, I created life.
You could
I got 3, 4 of them, how many of them, and plenty of them in there. I'm saying, so God done switched up on us now. Now he rocking with the gay? Like, come on now. Like, come on. Like, for all these years since I've been growing up, I was told that was forbidden. Now, since Obama old punk ass coming off this, I wish I would have never voted for that nigga.
How did you do it?
Was these rights, and the one for nigga rights.
But how did Obama get in this, though? That's my only issue.
Because Obama passed the law where these niggas can come out like this.
So Obama made you guys gay, or made men gay, certain men gay?
He gave them the right to. And you need to watch your goddamn mouth. The reason why you making fun of it because you know it means a lot to men. And that's to go back earlier to what I was saying in the top.
I think it means a lot to some subset of men who are actually very degenerative in the brain.
If a man don't see a problem with that, he low-key gay. If you accept it, then you with it.
But you guys are the ones who are mainly upset about it, so aren't you gay?
No. Man, go on with them white people definitions of shit. They say they came up with a new word, homophobia. Come on, like, get the fuck out of here. We don't fuck with somebody that operate. So if we homophobia, that means the Bible is homophobia. Jesus is homophobia.
Yeah.
God is homophobia.
Well,
God don't respect that shit. That's why you don't get rewarded. God don't reward that kind of shit. You know what God respect? A man and a woman together. And guess how God rewarded? He gave us ability to create life.
Okay. So now you're religious.
I've been spiritual.
No, that's a religious thought.
No, that's a spiritual thought. That's your nature. Your nature is for me to be attracted to you. I do, and that's 9 months later. Here go Junior. Bam. That's the only way that God speaks to you through nature. You don't need nobody to tell you a bunch of lies of what God said. God speaks to you how God wants life to be ran is operated. It's ran through nature. It's nature.
So let's say you got me with that point. Let's say, I'm not saying that's what happened, but let's say you got me with that point. All right, that giving birth and the ability to create life has nothing to do with religion. It's all spiritual. So why do you guys not take care of your children? Is that a spiritual thing? Or and I'm not saying you guys as in you, because we clearly see you're taking care of kids, but I'm talking about why do majority of Black men not take care of their children if it's a spiritual, not religious thing?
What do dogs take care of their children? Do cats take care of it? Like my dad told me, boy.
Unless you sell their
what you do from here, you on your own.
Unless you sell their puppies, that mother and papa, whatever dogs, they will defend those puppies with their lives.
But look, this is my thoughts on that. Man, it was all of this Black men not taking care of their kids. That's a new thing. Somebody came in and interrupted what was natural. That how black men been raising and take care of his family way before this new concept of Black man.
So why is it that so many, Black children or Black? Yes, why is it that so many Black children are born outside of wedlock? If you guys have been taking care of your children for so long.
Well, no, I don't believe in wedlock. That's another white man's concept. I believe let's just say, okay, hypothetically, right? Me and you do the Next thing you know, 9 months later, me and you get a baby, right? The baby is the ring, right? That's the wedding ring, the child. The child combines me and you together, right? Forever. Even after our death, I'm gonna always be the father of that child, and you're gonna always be the mother of that child. Not only that, through that child, which is the ring, it combines my family through that child. My family become your family. Your family become my family, because through that child combined us and made us one. Your family is my family is your family, because your aunties and uncles is my child aunties and uncles. My aunties and uncles is your aunties and uncles through that child. So the child is a marriage. It's all natural. All of this stuff talking about, oh, you gotta go get a 30,000 ring, you gotta go to the course. That's some white man made up bullshit. Every time you fuck a woman and you get her pregnant, that's a marriage.
Is this how bandits convince black women to not get married?
Let me put some soup in. Let me put some soup with crackers with that meal I just gave you, right? Why do you think that in the Bible it says that a few of them niggas that had 300 wives? Do you really think that he had 300 wives? No, he fucked and got 300 babies. They didn't marry all of them motherfuckers. No. Who else? Joseph, I think Jesus' stepdaddy, I think he had 500 wives. He wasn't living with all 100 of those women. He fucked 500 women and got them pregnant.
I promise you, he did not impregnate I promise you, he did not impregnate. Most of the times, a lot of you bandits think you're impregnating somebody. I'm not saying a lot of you, but a lot of these bandits who sleep with multiple women or whatever, they think that they're impregnating that woman. That woman that you're taking advantage of and busting in her, you're not the only one.
Oh my God.
What?
Taking advantage of is tragic. What are you talking about? No, listen, Flora.
500. Most of you guys can't even bust 30 nuts in your life, let alone 500.
Why you think men be trying to even though I would cuss you the fuck out for getting pregnant, but most men love to get women pregnant. Come on now. When it comes to some women, we like to lock y'all up, put a baby in y'all. That's us marking our territory.
So which one is
that's the ultimate? If I give you a baby, can't no other man top that by only how they can top that is by giving you another baby. I don't care what type of $100,000 ring, what type of Lamborghini, especially if I'm the first one, gave you motherhood. I gave you motherhood. That's the ultimate gift, because the next level of life is fatherhood and motherhood. That's the hierarchy when it comes to, because you got to think about it. Y'all think life is about money. That's a man-made shit. The hierarchy in life is about families. It's written in nature. Why do you think we talk about why do you think we're more attracted to relationship topics than money topics? Hold on. They can talk shit all they want. Look, Flora, why you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Jordan's comment.
You're making fun of me, so you laughing at me. Pipe down once, real quick. Now look. Why you think relationships is more appealing than money? Because that's the nature that God created us to operate from families. And I truly believe the nigga with the most kids is the dominant motherfucker. I truly believe it dear in my heart. Like my daddy. He got 14 of them bitches. I think my daddy is the most masculine motherfucker on the planet. He got 14 kids. Because guess what? 14 kids. Look at us. We all grown, right? All my brothers and sisters are grown. 14 of us bring all this wealth. Like, come on, if we had to fight a war, a motherfucker with no kids or one kid compared to my daddy with 14 of them bitches, we gonna step on them. We're just gonna march on them.
Now, what happens?
Most kids is the dominant. It shows how many women. It shows how many women was willing to give him babies.
That's not true, because what if one of those women, right? Let's say he got up to 7. Hold on. Let's say he got up to baby mama number 7, and he met himself a crazy bitch who sat there and cleaned her guns as she watched him cheat on her. And then by baby number 8, poof, he was dead. Now, what do you say?
It don't matter as long as I got my 8 kids.
So you would be okay with being deleted, just to have
because my baby's gonna be here to carry my name, and my sons them gonna grow up looking like me. My daughters them already look like me, especially my boys. My boys gonna grow up look like their daddy and act just like my ex. So you might got rid of me, but you didn't get rid of my spirit. My spirit gonna go through my kids, my blood. So it don't matter. We all finna die.
For all the people coming in on bullshit, make sure you guys hit the like button. Share.
My daddy live on through us. He got 14 kids that he living through right now. 14 of them bitches. You can't get no better than that. I feel sorry for these niggas that don't got no kids. Them niggas that do who I think is gay. Nigga, you in your 30s, nigga, you supposed to have kids damn near teenagers. But if you in your 30s with no kids, man, get the fuck out of my face. You don't care how much money you got. You a lame punk. And I might think you look gay on the side. You keep talking shit. You don't got no kids or no woman, and you done.
We're getting off track.
All I'm saying for all men that don't have kids, nigga, and you 30, 40s, 50s, you's a punk. you a punk. Nigga, where the babies at, nigga? I remember my daddy told me, boy, I'm so glad you found out you had a baby, because I think, boy, I almost think I thought you was gonna be a little punk. I said, Dad, you got your regular ass mind.
Your first child.
Ready.
When did you have your first child?
Huh?
When did you have your first child? How old were you?
I was 27. But now that I had my first child, I think I might, because it was some girls calling my ex-fiance when I was like 21. She was talking about they was pregnant by me. So I might got a bunch of kids. I might pass my daddy up low key. Now that I know I can have kids, because my dad believed that if a man can't have kids scientifically, he gay. I said, Dad, that don't mean, so that means he gay because if he physically can't have kids? He said, yeah. Boy, if you can't have no damn kids, God made you a punk.
So your daddy was just talking to,
Huh?
I said, so your daddy was just talking to, God rest his soul.
Man, my dad was the truth. That nigga had 14 of them bitches. It shows how many women was submitted to him. You get your value through a woman get their value through men. So it shows how many women was willing to sacrifice their body, sacrifice their lives. One of his baby mamas gave him 7 kids. My dad got 7 by one woman, 3 by my mama, and we got siblings the same age. So Dad was nibbling. He was nibbly. Before he lost his arms and legs, and when he lost his arms and legs, he still had 2 bitches. He died with 2 bitches. And cussing them out every goddamn day. And they still will fight over my dad. I said, damn, Dad, you got us niggas beat, dog. You lost your arms and legs, nigga. You don't got no. How the fuck only thing you get them bitches and nubs? My daddy was the truth. I'm just like my daddy.
Wow.
Play the other video that
dragging you by your not T-Town. So Tiki is dragging you by your lost wigs.
Well, you can pull up the comments now.
Huh? No, she was saying that you're homophobic and a deadbeat dad. That's crazy. She wants you to do a 23andMe so that we can figure out how many babies you've done abandoned.
I know, because if there's a lot of kids out there, that's gonna fuck up my plans. Let them live. I gave them life. Now, whatever they decide to do, that's on them.
You know what, Big Draws? The fact that you think you can police my level of energy. Like
She yawning because you think I'm boring.
I'm yawning because I'm fucking tired.
No, you fucking not.
I wake up every day.
What video you said you had?
Well, I wanted to dissect lyrics.
You dissect who?
Lyrics.
Jason Lyric?
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do something for you all. So something made me tune into the beef with Kendrick and Kendrick and Drake. You guys know that we did try to cover it before. We weren't too successful. So we're gonna redo it here. So if you've seen it before, just put your seatbelt on, stay for the ride. But I do want to specifically look at the lyrics for the song Meet the Grams. Because I think J. Cole left this battle. Not prematurely, I would say actually in good faith. But Kendrick actually made a lot of accusations about Drake's life, his experiences, the type of father he is. And they both have been throwing jabs at each other. But I found this song to be particularly disturbing for a number of reasons. But also, I want to play another one after this, just because I know it's popular. You guys have all been listening to it. But I want us to really listen to some of the words, because I think, Kendrick didn't get a Pulitzer Prize for no reason. He's a very lyrical person. He's a storyteller. He's passionate. And I think that what he's saying deserves to be heard, whether people like Drake or Kendrick or not. I think not necessarily in Meet the Grams, all right, guys? So relax. But definitely in Not Like Us. So let me pull this up. And isn't it funny, guys, that we started off with P. Diddy getting dragged at the beginning of the year, and now, now Drake is.
Yeah, I think Drake gonna realize he biracial. He gonna recognize, like, do he really want to be black? Like, that nigga shit gonna get real on him.
Right. And I'm gonna speed up the playback speed just to actually, maybe I'll slow it down. Hold on, because we can listen to it on here as long as the speed is different.
Oh, really?
So, yes, as long as we're not playing the exact of the track. So I just gave out some free game.
Oh.
Let me pull it on full screen.
Who told you that?
Lyrics, but I want us to dissect the lyrics, because I think that even though this is like a quote unquote historical staged, whatever people want to call it, rap beef, I think the allegations about Drake are very real. They have been happening. TikTok is doing its investigative thing, but I want us to listen to the song. So I'm going to play this one, and then we'll talk about it a little bit as it goes, and then we'll listen to Not Like Us. So I know everyone's been talking about these musics. We're not music critics, but I think this is more than music right now. So yeah, let me start the song.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize it was going to be that slow. So I'm going to actually do the sped up version. So if you guys want to just make sure you're paying attention to the lyrics. Let me see.
Put on 75.
Huh?
Yeah, 75.
Let's try 75, but.
And it's your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad.
So I wanted to stop there because people take this as like a dig at Drake, but I think more is happening here. Right? He's saying he's basically trying to like speaking to in some way about Drake's sexual prowess, what he's doing. He does kind of allude there that Drake, let this man pee on him, and he was some type of escort. So I think a lot is going on there. What are your thoughts? I mean, when you hear that?
Well, I think that Drake probably did let somebody piss on his leg. I think Kendrick knows something that nobody else know. And I mean, like, Drake got money and stuff, but I think he did Drake come at him first?
So technically, I'll say they say the beef started with Kendrick dropping a diss track about a month ago, and then Drake responded most recently, and then it's been back and forth since then. But someone like Meg today, she recently said in her rap, and I know it's just a rap and she's just dissing people, but she said men gossip more than women, right? So do you think that? Now, first of all, I'll ask in this beef, do you think that Kendrick bringing these things to light is him trying to, or is it him being like gossipy? Or do you think that as a man, if you find this out about somebody who's trying to slander you, that you should put this information out?
Well, when it comes to like the rap career, I guess they beef. It starts with the music. But in the real streets, like if I had a problem with somebody, whatever they did won't get brought up. Like we usually like tell them what it is. We get into a little argument, and after the argument, we go from there. Like either we gonna go our separate ways, or we gonna fight, or however we decide to handle it. Then after the fight or whatever, and nothing else to be talked about. All that like gossiping what somebody else doing and things, nah, dog. No. And I take it that they know each other in real life. But she did get real. Kendrick, hey, allegedly shit got real on Drake. I don't think Drake gonna claim nigga too long. He biracial, so he might start claiming his white side.
Well, I don't think any information has come out about that situation, because I do know this has escalated into a violent instance. But I don't know. I don't think we've gotten any real information to say that. I also do think that Drake and his camp would be capable of, staging something like this in order to, throw off the root, like to throw everything off of what's being said about him, because we can't have a conversation about him, his possible, Pedialyteism and all that if we're worried about the fact that quote unquote Kendrick is attacking him or trying to delete somebody like in his camp. Like it just seems too convenient for Drake.
Well, the man get shot, right?
Yeah, but Drake could have shot somebody himself. That it was his people in his home. He could have shot somebody himself. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I just think it's too convenient that we find out that he has this very questionable history of behavior, which I'll say some things have been rumors for a while, but TikTok put it together. But I just think it's questionable that, we hear something like drastic like this about Drake, and then the next day his camp gets attacked by Kendrick.
See, I think social media has turned simple situations to deep conspiracy theories.
I don't know.
Now I guarantee you, before this fight is over with, I guarantee you, people gonna be saying they're gonna bring up Illuminati. That's coming. They're gonna say this just to throw us off something with the Diddy and other situation. For something bigger to be happening. So I truly believe that social media causes people to overthink shit. And this could be just simple as two niggas getting into it. just like they do on a regular street. Two niggas get into it. Now they took it to a rap thing. And one said something like nigga, what? And then nigga said pull up. He pulled up and nigga got shot. I don't think it's nothing deeper than that.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna clap his own friend to prove something. Now this is Streetz versus Smartz. I don't think next thing you know they're gonna be saying the Illuminati shot Drake friend.
Well, I didn't say. Well, I same thing about the Illuminati. Listen, I get people bring up the Illuminati all the time. I think it's tiring. I think the real Illuminati gets to float away while we talk about this internet one. But I will say this. I think that there's more to this. And I think, yes, Kendrick could have very well touched his camp for saying that his baby wasn't his baby or whatever. But I more than likely think that this was likely a diversionary tactic by Drake. I mean, we're finding out that he had questionable behavior with 14-year-olds, with 17-year-olds. There's receipts. None of this is fake. 11 said it. The girl from Stranger Things, who was 14 at the time, she said it. She said Drake gives her boy advice. She talked about how her and Drake are best friends, and he texts her saying he loves her. These are very concrete things that TikTok has put. TikTok gets bad.
Now wait. He said the 14-year-old said he texted her saying he loved her. He helped her to give her boys advice. One of you was just like an uncle to her, like a big brother, a big mentor.
If you ain't related, if you're not connected, I'm sorry. You go around giving 14-year-olds advice about boys, you're getting touched. Somebody's gonna
No. Come on.
You're not just gonna go around being some 14-year-old girl's uncle talking about I'm gonna give you boy advice. Her daddy is gonna whoop your ass if she has.
He probably had a deeper relationship with them. He probably been knowing that little girl forever.
From where? They have no reason. He has no reason to be connected to a 14-year-old.
So how did he get a number in the first place?
From industry connections. These kids aren't protected.
Industry connections.
The industry
he talks to her on different occasions, right?
What?
He talked to her on multiple occasions, right?
Yes.
So that means somehow Drake know her.
Sure. Yes, he got to know her.
So he's not no random damdom.
Listen, he has no connection to her though. She met him. She texted Drake. Shut the fuck up. She texted Drake. Listen, because I'm not gonna take you talking over me, motherfucker. She texted Drake. Or she tried to get in contact with Drake and tell him, "Oh, I love you," or whatever. I'm your biggest fan. He responded. A 14-year-old gets in your DMs right now, GP. You're gonna respond?
Absolutely not. But what I'm saying,
game over. Game over. Game over. You wouldn't respond.
So what did Drake have to say? What did Drake have to say about it? What did he say about this little 14-year-old?
Drake didn't address 11. The rumors with that, nothing. The only thing he addressed was being called. He said, if I was being a pedo, I would be in jail. Nigga, please.
Well, now that's questionable because, it'd be a lot of pedos saying that. But what I'm saying is, okay.
Exactly.
So
you came to the light.
You've been watching this story, but I don't want the message go around and say, if you're not her family members or whatever, you could be a mentor, a gym teacher, you could be anybody, you could just be somebody out the hood.
No.
Y'all been knowing each other, for years.
If a hood nigga is talking to any 14-year-old I know, I'm not gonna threaten him on live, but his life will be in danger.
What do you mean by talking to him?
I don't care. Unless you are connected, meaning even then, I don't care. Unless you're related to that 14-year-old girl, I don't need no grown ass man giving advice to a random I don't need that. You don't need to do that. That girl does not need that from you. You are nobody to her. If you're her coach, even then, it's still questionable.
What about her stepdaddy?
Huh? Well, how does a stepdaddy compare to a random man, though? If that man is taking on the role of her, if that man is taking on the role of her father, he's a trusted source. The mom knows what he's going to be up to and all of that. Then yes, he can give her boy advice. He's pretty much her dad.
Just by those dudes though.
What?
Stepfather. Most 14 little girls get touched by the dudes that mama brung in and played stepdaddy. True or false?
People get touched by their biological family.
No, but true or false? Do most little girls get touched by the stepdaddy? True or false?
False.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Unless
so
you
all those girls somebody got touched by
the statistic. Unless you can come with a statistic, I'm not willing to make any.
No, you already say it's always underreported though.
Okay, so now you want to use a argument that people use to tell you guys that there's violence against women. You deny that there's violence against women, but you want to use it to support your argument.
You trying to deny it to support your argument.
I'm not trying to support shit. I said what I
Just
said.
Motherfucker, because y'all always say it's underreported that every time a woman brings home a man to play daddy, he end up touching a little kid or a little girl come back saying a little girl, the stepfather done touched them.
Okay, so now this is what I'll say. I will say stepfathers have a bad rep for being the people who are abusing the children in their lives. But what I'll tell you is there are plenty of stepfathers who are good men who step into children's lives and become the father that they need. So I don't like a sweeping statement like that.
I'm not talking about y'all tricks. I'm talking about the men. It seems like y'all want y'all cake and eat it too. Like you want to call them, you want to say all men, most people get harmed by people that they know. It can be a killing, it can be a graping, robbery, breaking your house. Most times it's gonna be by
Hold on. So you've acknowledged that point. So now when black women say that the main ones that they're in danger of being harmed by are black men, you understand that we're not saying it out of racism, but out of the fact that most of us are going to be harmed by people who look just like us. The white man isn't the best. The white man is the betterment of our issue. It's people who look just like us.
I think when black men and black women, I don't look at it like black men is harming black women. I look at it like a fight. I look at it that she just lost the battle. Men protect.
Okay. I'm done with that.
Black women is not aggressive?
I never said that, but what you're saying does not convey that. What you're saying does not convey that. What you're saying does not convey that, and I hope somebody puts feet and paws on you for being a dust mite.
I'm just saying, I look at it like it's a fight. Most of these women would challenge me.
Most of these women who get deleted by men. So most of these women who get. Most of these women
be talking. Oh, beat your motherfucking ass.
Most of these women who get deleted by men. Most of these women who get deleted by men are victims of long-term victims of.
What about the men get deleted by women though?
Same thing. They're long-term victims of domestic abuse. They have been getting hit by that person. That person has been crossing physical boundaries, man or woman. That's still the fact. That's what they don't just pop up dead. It usually is a process. They start by seeing what they'll do when they hit them one time. Right? If they don't leave them, they'll continue to hit them. And then eventually it leads to them wanting to delete the person out of wanting to control them in a superior, like in a crazy way. So no, I don't think it changes from gender, men and women. If a man is deleted by the woman who he was with, that woman has been abusing him for a long time. It's not new. So I don't.
So what about when the man get deleted by the woman?
I just said that. I just said if the man, just like the woman, if the man is deleted by a woman, that woman has been putting hands and feet on him for a long time. He probably didn't feel safe, stopping her.
Violence, though, usually women be more violent before men.
That's not true.
That's very much true.
That's not true.
Put it like this: the men that don't hit women, they be the ones that get deleted by women.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're asking anymore. I think you're just saying stuff. So we're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not just saying stuff, Flora. I grew up watching. My auntie used to hit my uncle Derek in the head with vases. Right. My mama hit
What was your
my
uncle
dad
doing?
in the head with a.
When your uncle got hit in the base, what was he doing?
I mean, that was arguing.
So then, though, that was a violent situation, but you can't you can't project what you saw on all DV victims. That's the problem.
I think my auntie did that shit because she knew she had all these men in her family that would have, if he would have whooped her ass, they already came over there because they'd have history of running over there and fighting a female battle.
Stop bringing your aunties into your bullshit ass examples. Let them.
No, I'll just give you. I know how women operate. That's the beauty of being raised around women. That's the beauty about being raised around women. I know for a fact it was two types of niggas. And you gonna get your ass bitched from that woman, or you gonna be the masculine motherfucker. And sometimes you got to slap them up to let them know that you ain't going for that shit. The ones that smacked them up from the beginning, they didn't have to worry about getting disrespected. It was always the dudes that played nice and went off these European standards. I don't hit women. Oh, they gonna get with you. And they gonna treat you like a bitch. My auntie used to move in people in the house. Even if he didn't want them there. Move in family members, anybody. They should come in. Didn't nobody respect him in that house at all. The whole family told him, the moment he tried to say something, they asked her, can I do it? And sometimes he'd say, when he done brought that check in, when he done brought some money in, she said, no, that's what they're
Isn't this my turn to do stories, or are we just going to keep fucking rambling about whatever bullshit?
I'm just saying this out.
Okay, I'm moving on to the next one, because you're doing too much. Okay, we didn't even get to listen. Look how much of the fucking song we got through. Hold on. I'm putting this on fast. You
want to play
the fucking song because you just start with the projection. Fine.
Go ahead.
Bad religion, please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand?
So now that one was a little bit more of a personal shot, right? That wasn't necessarily a jab calling him a criminal or anything. How do you feel about us shifting? Oh, did JP walk out of there? This nigger, I can't. Can you believe these bandits? They don't even take their job serious. He doesn't even take the Black House serious. That's why he just got up and went and got himself a hot dog, wherever the fuck he's eating now. Just ridiculous. But let me do this. Yes, he just left an open chair. So you know what? I'm gonna let the song marinate. Let's listen to a little bit of it. Hopefully we don't get copyright stricken. It is at a different speed, so I don't think we will. But YouTube likes to do its thing, so I'm gonna put it up to 1.5. All right.
Throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how you treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure. 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within, like superstars, that's real. But your daddy ain't one of them, and you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now, just play this when you're 18. Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that like to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person, the nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down, what I'm about to say is heavy, now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts, I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in himself for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an info fetish.
Excuse me, guys. Let me see here. Now, I stopped it there because I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, guys. I have a discomfort with, and I'm saying this in an unbiased way, after hearing some people talk about this and thinking about how fluidly we go from addressing Pedialyte rumors to BBL rumors to going to pay for a 6-pack, getting I just feel like there is some bit of it that's a little bit uncomfortable. Like I don't like how they're kind of going in between, like exposing each other, but then also making wild, egregious claims. Now, I believe the Drake claims, but I wonder, like, we like not even 5 years ago, we never talked about Pedialyte and what they were doing, and now like we're making songs and talking about it in this, like, I don't know. I feel like there is some callousness being brought to this subject matter in terms of like how we deal with victims. Hey, Tanjon. But what do you think? Did you listen to that last part?
No, I didn't. I was getting my nachos ready.
That sounds good. Let me run it back a little bit. Because he really starts the next verse talking to Drake's mother, right? And I think this is, again, I don't think the recent stories we saw about, Drake's camp getting attacked, I don't think that shit is real. I personally think that this is like some sort of damage control for Drake and his reputation. I don't know why he took this down when I wasn't ready. But maybe he was trying to hide his background. But I just don't. In some ways, I wish that when we finally talked about Pedialytes, that we gave it the proper respect. But I don't know that people are there yet. I think we're still very uncomfortable talking about these things and all that. But, I'm going to run it back for JP, even though he's not there. But let's listen to the beginning of this part. He starts the verse off addressing Drake's mother, his father, and then he gives his son some advice. So obviously we moved outside of a standard beef. We've now entered red rum beef. So let's continue.
Demand them, especially with other girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping the man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that like to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. Think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in the cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualized, with kinks of an info fetish, who facial hair because he understood being.
Now, I wanted to address this part again. So the reason why I'm breaking these lyrics down, because you guys can tell, he made a lot of very clear. I'm just going to bring this back up. Sorry. You removed it, but I'm going to bring it back up, at least to this side. It's even in the cartoons. Hey, Tanjon, I agree. I was just talking to some parents after class today about our kids no longer owning tablets because the kids find these demonic entities and mimic them. You know what I have to say about that, Tanjon? And I read your comment because something caught my eye about it. My brother's daughter is on a tablet frequently. And I noticed that sometimes they can get into other things. Like they can start clicking recommended or suggested videos and get further away from child-friendly products. Now, his tablet has a setting where it stops it there. But I really wonder, like, are these other settings and things being utilized? Do parents even know that based off of watching, Miss Rachel and such, some kids may be being recommended to other explicit type of content? I remember when I was young, I remember hearing that Yo Gabba Gabba would say something about, are your parents in the room? And if they weren't, not that they would know, but they would create this scenario where, they would try to pass along some type of weird information to kids. And it was very, very deep in the episodes. So the kid must have been watching it already for a while, So I do think that cartoons, media, all those type of things, they can sometimes be used as a medium by some of these entities that want to push social engineering, right? I definitely think it's social engineering. I don't think individuals, gay, lesbian, trans, I don't think they're trying to change anything. I don't think that they have anything to do with Pedialyteism. But I think that all those things are being conflated and used as as a way to just ruin everything. So so some of our kids don't own a tablet anymore. I think that's a good choice, Tanjon. I'm thinking about my kids have no technology. Like, I'm thinking about my kids, all they do is play outside, feel the grass, feel the air, start the day going outside, start the day in the regular, real environment and interacting with other children in the neighborhood. Like, that's what I would want for kids, because I feel like the internet, technology, all these things, they have a lot of nefarious undertones to them, and you can't control that. And David M says TV is meant to program. Yes, they called TV and shows on TV regularly scheduled programming. So there was some messaging that we know was being put into media. But I want to address also this part right here where he says he hates Black women, so hypersexualizes them with kinks of a nympho fetish, right? This is also something that I think you can substantiate, because who is his most recent artist, JP? While you eat that hot dog. Who is Drake's newest young artist?
Cardi B.
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red.
Yes, Sexy Red is actually stamped, produced, all of that. She's with Drake, in terms of her music and all that. And it's ironic that she has lip glosses. Oh, sorry, I got a lot of background from you. Okay.
Well, I will say this before you start saying.
You got a piece of food on your mouth. But what I was saying was that, don't you think, just go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I lost my point. That's why I was like, you go ahead. I'll remember it while you're talking.
I would say, I think Black women image in the media always have been to sell sex.
Yeah. Well, I'll say yes. You know what? I can't even deny any point. I do think that the media, the companies that have repped Black women, all of that, I think that they sell Black women under the light of sex. Like, you're a sex symbol, you're this, that, whatever. I do think that. Over-sexualized, hyper-sexualized, yes. But I think that what Kendrick is saying here, and I think that's why Not Like Us is such a great lead up to, or a great following of this song, is because Drake is really that type of dude that would co-sign somebody making lip gloss named after an STD, right? Whereas somebody who is like us, maybe, right, would be like, no, you should not make a lip gloss or an eyeliner or whatever called gonorrhea green. There's nothing, that's not cute. It's not quirky. None of that. So,
well, that goes to show you how the world view Black women. Even though y'all getting these opportunities.
Well, I don't think that's the world. I think that the reason why programming, the reason why programming has to exist, especially when you're dealing with strong-willed and powerful people like Black women, the reason why programming exists is because you have to take them out of their natural thought process. You have to feed them this idea that they are whatever, and I think some people buy into those those ideas, but I think a lot of people resist it. And so,
but look, when it comes to dark-skinned women, they understand the mindset of dark-skinned women, right? So they would take somebody like a Drake, and damn near anything what Drake say, the women gonna follow. They're gonna go dance to it, and you can't tell her shit about Drake. So that goes along with the image back then.
But people. So now, so let me tell you this. I think that Drake's hand in Sexy Red and how she presents herself and whatever, to Taz's point right here, was it the TV or has it always been what we see now on social media where the people who can change it don't? I do think that at the end of the day, an artist comes out and they push an idea, a trend or whatever, people are going to follow that. So yes, the people can resist it. But the way programming and all these things work is that You keep showing it as popular. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Presentation, so that people feel like this is normal and this is what people do. So I do think
you know what else?
What?
You know what else? You know what else?
Yeah.
See, everything like this, these agendas usually start with white people first. Back then, it used to be white women that was sexualized with the Daisy Dukes and stuff like that, and doing all type of stuff. Now you no longer see that. You see black women more. You will see pockets of white women, don't get me wrong, but it's been saturated with more black women sexualizing themselves more than the white woman. So the white woman is starting to look like good women.
But I think it's all
like that.
But I think it's all imaging, right? Because, for example, Taylor Swift is literally known as an industry mattress. People can say whatever they want. She's dated numerous men in the industry. She's been ran through by them, moved on right next to the next man. It's clear what she's doing. But instead of penalizing her and making her out to be a whore, her people will instead choose to pretend like she's this sweet girl and then pull out somebody like Sexy Red and say this is all black women, right? And put out the image of that. So I think the reason why the programming has to be so strong is because it's so far from what we really are, right? They do have to.
You gotta blame the women because the image that Sexy Red is presenting herself, it's a lot of black women is hopping on board. So now, then you got the black man say, put on some clothes. We get cussed out. So you can't play victim now because they done gave you the space to be sexually liberated and to be able to, like y'all black women say, I should be able to dress how the fuck I want to. I said that Daisy Dukes was a white woman thing, but everything to program black women, to program black people, like white men used to be the gay men. Now, in the image, they showing all black men being gay. They showing all black women being whores, and to the point where every time you see a black woman on TV or a black man, you gonna know either he gay or some other bullshit. And when it comes to black women, if she is a good woman, she married, or put like this: if you see a smart black woman on social media that's smart and good, and she's a wonderful woman, she typically gonna have a white man or an Asian man, and she gonna have biracial children.
Let me respond to this really quickly.
Primarily, they're gonna be. Hold on one. Primarily, they're gonna be black women. Gonna be whores presented. That's how they view black women.
They're definitely going to present them that way. But this is my problem, right? And to this point here, Sexy Red sells herself as that. Sexy Red is a person, just like any other person in the industry, who is taking money to present a way that the industry wants them to present. Unfortunately for Sexy Red and for people like Suki Hana, I'm not saying that it's they're being forced to, but I'm saying that the situations that they are in make them choose to present themselves in all types of trash ways. It's still their choice, but saying this part right here makes it act like Taylor Swift has not been going around dropping her body on every nearest bed. I mean, she has a sexual history with so many men.
Don't stand on nothing though.
A black woman couldn't even get away with 2, right? Whereas Taylor Swift can fall in every bed in the tri-state area, and people will say Taylor Swift is not saying, look at me. She's not saying, look at me, but her actions are saying, look at me. She's dropping into every bed that she possibly can. So regardless of, Sexy Red could be doing nothing, and they'll still find things to point at her. Taylor Swift is literally living Sexy Red's lyrics, but being treated like, she's a Mariah or something, So I think I do get this point. Trust me. I do think that, we have a lot more choice in this than we think. But I think that when we're talking about women who are taking care of children by themselves, who are young, who are naive, whatever the case may be, what they do for money is not. I don't think we should hold that to like, oh, their their moral standard or whatever. I think that person is living out of desperation. So we should not look to them for any moral matters in the first place. If you would sell lip gloss with the name of an STD in order to get money or level up or whatever, because that's what a lot of them will tell you is like, oh, this is about money, it's not about that, then you're in a desperate situation.
Okay, well, it's nobody's fault because you desperate and you don't stand on principle.
To this point right here, but Sexy Red, that's part of her image. Her label controls her social media, and that's how they want to present her. Just like Taylor Swift, they see her dropping her coochie off in every possible home, even married men. And what they'll do is say, forget all that. We're going to present her like she's this soft, sweet, beautiful woman, even though she's a homewrecker. She's dropping her coochie off. She's running the streets, etc. So I think, yes, I do think that the women like Suki Hana and Sexy Red, they sign up to these roles.
Well, Flora, I think that the way you sound, you just sound like you just don't want black women to get.
That's not true because I'm saying, but that's not true because I'm saying at the end of the day, I would never do it. And I'm always going to drag someone who would take money to degrade themselves. But I think those people are moving out of desperation. So how do we talk to somebody who is very clearly doing something that's making them look crazy? And they'll tell you straight up, I'm doing this for money. Like, I need money. Like, these are bills. I don't care about what you're saying. I don't care about the morality behind it. I'm trying to pay my bills, right?
For them, for not standing on principles and their moralities.
Yeah, they're not. You're right.
Ask yourself how come black women so easily to be bought?
Why are they so desperate for money? Why are they in such a bad situation?
Because they're too materialistic. Because the money that they want millions to do whatever. So when it comes to that million, a lot of them fucking to get in Hollywood. At some point you gotta blame those people who signing up to play those roles.
That's true, Chaz, but hold on, really quickly. Taylor Swift has slept with John Mayer. She's had public relationships with Harry Styles. She's told the media that her songs about breakups are inspired by the men that she sleeps with. So again, we can look at this and say, oh, but first of all, black culture is the one that sits here and talks about glamorizing these nasty rap scenarios and all that in the first place. So you're not going to see that from a Taylor Swift to begin with. But I think we do too much of this. Oh, let's hammer down on what black women do out of desperation for money. And then we're going to compare that to what white women are doing with all the help of the industry. It's kind of weird, but that's just my take on it. At all, Gail,
are you blaming the industry because of what black women signed up to do on their own admission?
Absolutely, yes.
How?
Because I think that at the end of the day, people are going to do just like I would blame a stripper. I mean, just like I would blame the strip club and not the stripper, right? The strip club that's there to exploit her body and make a whole types of money over it.
Is she willing to do it? It's consensual.
She got kids and bills to pay.
There ain't no damn excuse. Get a job, a real job. They give these women opportunity to go to school.
It's a job.
Let me correct Flo right quick. With all this government assistance and help that the government offer these women, you is not going to blame shit on because can't no black woman blame nothing talking about she got kids, so she got to degrade herself. With all of these government programs assistance for you to go to school, we ain't hearing none of that. They chose that because they wanted to choose that.
Okay.
Government gives these women the world.
No, it doesn't. It gives them the bare minimum. But yeah.
Rent $25. Food share, all types of benefits.
So what about, hold on, JP, so what about if a woman, so what if, you got chicken grease all up in your beard. But so what if a woman who has a career and money that is enough for her gets pregnant with twins. Now she's suddenly in a bad financial situation. She qualifies for the bare minimum of benefits. Now what?
So we're gonna treat these women like that. So y'all not smart and equipped. Y'all are retarded people, right? You make it seem like black women are retarded.
No.
Everybody has to blame for their actions. They retarded.
So when black men, hold on. So when black men
people that don't have no accountability is people that's mental challenged and retarded. So you're gonna put black women in the same boat as the retarded, then we need to treat y'all appropriately then. It seems like black women don't do. It's always everybody else blamed for what they decided to do. Like either black women is smart and healthy, or they just retarded. We need to treat them as such.
Hold on, Trisha. Ain't nobody worried about no raggedy ass copper coochie white bitches. Y'all come in here and insert yourself into black conversation. That's why you get dragged. So I don't know if you're a white woman.
No, but she's speaking on a white woman, so she had a right to defend herself.
No, but here's my issue though. You'll have white people, white men and women who will insert them. Can you fucking not eat that food so sloppy? Look at that. You got ranch on your lips.
What that white woman say?
What?
White women need to quit being so blatant.
So here's my issue with what she's saying though. My issue with what she's saying is you're coming into a conversation where nobody's talking about white women and you're inserting yourselves here. So instead
You've been talking about the people all day.
Hold on. Instead of worrying about how black women feel, maybe you should try and get that white man with his broken dick to want you again. Okay? Try that. Because I'm sick and tired of people coming to these conversations and telling people what black women feel. Y'all don't know a goddamn thing about what black women feel. We watch you guys a lot of times looking at y'all like you're stupid. So that being said, you know.
What? For I think white women can say something to black women because
they got your baby.
The first man that y'all decided to date is a white man, which is her race of men.
Her race of men don't.
You got fantasy island girl married to her race of men, and y'all want to get treated like the white woman getting treated by her race of men. Equality with her race of men. Her race of men taking care of black women. So I think white women got a right to say something.
Trisha,
we're
talking about Taylor Swift because she is a mattress. You know, that's it. It's not dislike. There are white women in the industry who are not mattresses that I love. You know, Celine Dion, that is my bitch. I love Celine Dion. I will listen to her for 12 hours a day sometimes. So I don't know why y'all think because we don't like the raggedy, lentil soup shaped women that we have a problem with white women. That's not the case. The case is this. Instead of listening to what we're talking about, right, which is how the industry treats black women versus white women, right? Not anything that white women are doing. If you would listen to that, you would know that we're not actually critiquing necessarily white women themselves. We're talking about how the industry props them up, how society props up white women, no matter how. There's some white men who would rather delete the man who slept with their daughter than to admit that their daughter is a whore. Okay? There's a problem with white culture with wanting to present itself as upper echelon, top, most moral people. And a lot of them are foul as fuck. So this glamorization of white people is actually my issue. It's not necessarily white women or black women.
Wait.
What?
Y'all pop up Chad all the time. Brad, remember him? White man is better. So, and y'all saying black men. Black women do this. Y'all talk shit about black men to pop up a Brad, but not a white woman. You got a problem with it. I'm confused.
What?
I'm so confused.
Oh, did y'all see that? My earring fell. My earring fell out. Oh, I think my back piece fell too.
Lord.
Yeah. Let's open
You
it
got-
up because you're killing me. Let's open it up.
You don't got a problem with propping up a white man to shame a black man.
White men. I prop up good men, not white men. So there's the link, y'all. If you guys have any thoughts, you can jump up with this one. I personally think that when we talk about the truth, you guys get hyper focused on who we're talking about. That's why we can never have a conversation. You know, it's so difficult to talk when black men don't even want to admit how they treat their women and their families. So,
but white men don't treat their women the same.
They do, but we're not white people. We're black.
But y'all trying to fuck them though.
Who's trying to?
Y'all trying to get chosen by those white men though.
Who?
Black women. Y'all black women.
I don't think black women are trying anything. I think the black women who are being chosen by those men are being chosen. I don't think there's no trying that's happening. So,
well, first of all, why you allowing yourself to be chosen by that race of men anyway?
You don't have to align yourself to be chosen by any man. If you're a woman and you radiate energy that is feminine, beautiful, whatever the case may be, you're going to attract a man, regardless of race.
Right. So, but you do notice the difference between white men and black men, right?
I think generally, sure, yeah.
And you do know that black men created you, right? So we ain't gonna go on this.
I flipped out of a. I slipped out of a woman. I didn't slip out of a.
No, you was the seed of your father. Stop trying to disrespect your daddy.
Okay.
You come from your father.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Flora. Hey, JP. Good. I'm good. I do want to get my comment, and then I'll drop down. I do want to get my comments though. I hear, I understand what you're trying to say, Flora, and JP. I get it. You're trying to eat, but let me say this. I get that a lot of men always want to look at black women. Now, I'm gonna say this. So if so happens that black men never saw a problem with Keke Palmer or with Sexy Red or what have you. I don't know who Sexy Red is. A lot of these rappers today, I don't care, right? And I get upset sometimes when I do hear, sisters wear stuff out in the open just to become ratchet. Like you could be classy and wear that, and people shouldn't say nothing about it. However, I number one, I always believe the industry got something to do with that. You got to do what the hell you're told in order to make it in the industry. You got to do what the hell you're told. I will say this: Keke Palmer, when we had that issue with the Keke Palmer situation, understand as soon as I went off to have the stream at that time, I did turn to the WWE because I watch my show. I grew up watching WWE, so I'm a WWE fan. I like all my fans. I'm a fan of a lot of them, but I seen a lot of those women, female rappers, female wrestlers come with that same type of dress on, showing their cheeks. But you know who started that mess? Rikishi, and that's a man, a Samoan man. So I'm just saying, like, he didn't wear no dress, but he wore them shorts that showed his cheekbones. Like his ass was sticking out.
Y'all black women know y'all got more. Black women have way more.
I'm not comparing, because you gotta realize when we're
the black woman shape is way more different from a white woman's shape.
You see Rikishi shape, if you see Rikishi's shape, man, he's shaped. If you ever saw Rikishi shape, his shape is more shapely than the average black woman. I'm not gonna go there, okay? Let's just continue on, because I'm going somewhere with this. I need you to listen, baby. You really gotta listen, because you keep on black women need to do this and black women need to do that. Black men need to stop sucking dick in the industry. They gotta stop it. If they talking about they got a husband, they got a wife to go home to and kids, well, if that's the case, he said that they being forced by Diddy. They said they being forced by this, and these is men talking. And nobody got up and said, hey, bruh, F the industry, go work a construction job. Go find you a job and go do constructions. You know what I'm saying? and then nobody says nothing. And Daisy Duke is not a thing. That was a woman from the Dukes of Hazzard show. That was a woman who wore those short shorts, and black men fantasized that shit and made a rap song out of it. So, and that's how Daisy Dukes became a thing with the shorts. So that's another thing. But I do want to say this: if black men glorified the sexy reds and glorified this, I mean, look how fine she looked, better than Madonna, better than Taylor Swift. Look how well she looked. Sexy Red would be wearing that shit no more because they would have fired her. They would have fired every single black woman, black man glorified that looked half sexy. And another thing I want to say, nobody said shit when that white woman, I don't know who it was. I don't know if she was a Kardashian. I don't know what she was, but she walked on a red carpet with a goddamn half see-through dress on. It's kind of pretty. The color's pretty, and I like how it sleeks down, but then you got your side legs showing. Now, we can't hate the fact that the dress is pretty. However, she got the left side of her breast covered, the right. No, she got the left side of her breast out except the nipple. The nipple is connected. The nipple is covered. The only thing covered up is that nipple, and then it's a little sleek around the fat part of her left breast to her right, and then her whole right is covered, but you know, it's very, 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 very revealing. And a lot of these women walk on these red carpets showing half their asses and everything. And I never heard black men get on here and say, look at these white nasty women. They go on the red carpet showing half their asses, because they do. And they always do. That's why I stopped watching the industry. I stopped looking at the celebrities and comparing the two, because what was depressing was the sister, it's what's coming out of her mouth that's what bothers you the most, not what she's wearing. So she's out here talking about grocery shopping or whatever the fuck this shit is, because, you know, I don't know shit about shit. You know what I'm saying? But if she's coming out saying these things, how can you sit there and say, well, look what she's wearing? Well, look what white women are wearing. Are you able to just go ahead and just touch it?
Well, we're not interested. That even gives Trisha, that even gives more credence that black men is not interested in what white women wearing, because we not, for the most part, we're not fucking them, so we're not concerned about what white women are wearing.
No,
when white
JB,
hold on,
they're not interested, or they don't see a problem with it. You see what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of black men complain about black women, but they don't say a damn thing about white women.
You responded emotionally. Hold on once, right? When white women wear that type of stuff, it's not more in depth. Like, hold on once. Let somebody get out their point. When white women wear that type of stuff, right? It's more different. Come on now. When white women wear that stuff, it's way more different than when black women.
I think we're late, JP.
No, when black women wear it, it shows way more. It's like more profound than when white women wear it.
We don't have the same bodies, so
so y'all would be way more extremely.
Why do you think somebody gotta have the same body type?
Y'all are
black
way
women
more
don't even have an
revealing.
ass. You still complain. I don't understand that. I just think that you put too much emphasis on what they're wearing and not where they go.
I thought y'all were better than white women though. So
my thing is, here's my thing.
You stop talking over her.
Listen, it doesn't matter. These are women, regardless, black or white. And here's my thing. This is what I want to say. Everybody want to talk a lot about things about them, but what are they putting in for the community? They ain't feed the goddamn community. Why the hell do I care about them? I just don't. They ain't done shit for the community except show you what they can do and what they can do. They got money, they can flaunt whatever the hell they gotta do, or they're doing what the damn industry telling them to do. If the powers that be tell your ass you gotta wear a half ass cheek hanging out because this is the new style, we need you to promote this for Christian Dior. That's what they gotta do. Otherwise, they just ain't got no job. They're gonna have to keep struggling.
Leave that
Listen. Listen, when you sign a contract with the industry, you can't just get up and say, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave the job." Just like black men can't stop. And if the black man say, "Dude, I'm gonna stop sucking dick. I'm just gonna stop doing it because this ain't me. I'm sick of this shit. I'm about to go out."
Chappelle didn't put on no dress. Dave Chappelle turned down a $50 million contract. Dave Chappelle
Yes,
turned
you
out a
got
$50
men
million
making more
contract.
money than you and he's wearing a fucking dress.
But yeah,
You got black men.
But JP at that
But you got a black man that's making more money than all of us put together on here, and he's out there wearing a fucking dress, flaunting it, lipstick and all, got man weaves and everything, and everybody want to ignore that shit. Now, what do you have to say about the black man that's wearing a dress with the lipstick, but he's making more money than you, but he's putting on that dress and them shoes.
He don't stand on no principle. I respect niggas like Dave Chappelle and what's dude that got on Shay Shay Club? It wasn't Mike Epps. What was his name?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. They ain't put on no dresses.
Dave Chappelle did. He finally. This. I don't know if he the new Dave Chappelle, but yes, they did. They showed me somebody. I don't know if it was Flora. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Lilith Revenge, but they showed me Dave Chappelle finally wore that dress. I said, hell, goddamn.
Oh, yeah, he wore dresses before he left the industry. He wore dresses. So I think, yes, he might have turned it down at that time, but he had already emasculated himself. So,
well, they force you all to do nothing. I want that money.
Look at Kevin Hart's eyes. Look at. Let me tell you something. Look at Kevin Hart's eyes. You know, when he wore that tutu and that stuff, he walked around like, let me hurry get this shit over with, because this ain't really me. And it's because, again, this is the pressure that people in the industry feel like they have to go through. Now, it's easier said than done to say, well, leave, but you got to realize there's some shit behind the scenes we don't even know. What contract did they sign? What they got to do? Because you just can't get up like a dumbass. You let that money get you to sign some shit you didn't know what you were signing, and now you got to do what the fuck you got to do. And if you don't do that, then then there's some issues gonna happen. Some legal issues gonna happen. If you don't,
Jay Prince, no shade to this lady. I came up here to talk business with you, okay? You said you want to set something up. Are you for real?
Simon,
what?
You don't get to interrupt our guests like that.
Well, set what up?
Right, I'll chill.
Why don't you mute yourself until I'm done? No, that was rude to him. No shade. Mute yourself, because I got something. I'm gonna drop down eventually. You're gonna have to hold your horses. I know you got ADHD, but don't do that to me, because this is Flora's channel. This ain't Simon's channel. Thank you, my brother. I no shade. Now I will say this, JP, and I want you to reconsider certain things. I think that if you're gonna have smoke for Sexy Red, I think you should have smoke for anyone. I don't care if she's Mexican, because I feel like this. If you gotta have smoke for them, have it really for the industry. Why are they making the young girls? Why are they grooming them? Why the parents is helping them get groomed to make this money? Because they gotta do what they gotta do. And in the long run, I mean, in actuality, if they didn't have to wear those shits, they wouldn't wear it. They wear what they're comfortable wearing. That shit, if you see what they're wearing, you can tell by their look on their face they're not fucking comfortable wearing it, but they gotta wear it for the red carpet. They gotta go to the what you call it, you know what they call it, the charity ball. And I heard a lot of this coming out of the people who was in the industry's mouth. I heard them say it for themselves. This shit ain't no free for all. You gotta do what you're told. I'm just saying, before you can say, well, the black women is black women. You gotta realize, look, you gotta take into account that
the industry goes off what people buying. The industry only go off what people buying, right? So if y'all black women wouldn't been buying that, had a problem with that, guess what? If it's not getting sold, they won't sell it.
You can't put that on black women, JP. JP, I can say the same about y'all black men. Or find that shit, put it on that.
More than black people, period. Black women spend more than anybody in your.
Hey, black men promote that shit though, JP. Hey, you can't get mad at shit black men promote promote that shit in their songs. They got women like that on their videos. They promote that shit. you ignore that.
Just because
You're not telling
don't
that
mean
one black man, hey, I heard your
every man that wants to see you naked. Wait, Tay John. You don't fuck every man that wants to see you naked. Hold on, Tay John.
Those songs I've listened to.
Hold on, Tay John. You don't. So are you telling me every man that want to see Tay John Zoe naked, you gonna end up getting naked?
Come on.
No, it's not that. So, you got it wrong. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Question. That's a dumb question.
Every man want to fuck you. You don't fuck them, do you?
If I was in the industry, and so were they. If I was in the industry, and so were they, and I didn't know no fucking better, and I was told to wear this half-ass naked dress and flaunting around, and then some rapper that's well known now is supposed to glorify that shit, and women who support that clothing line made by some sick-ass men in the first place. It's fucking business. That job is to promote that shit. Think about it, this y'all ignore that shit. You let them wear
you don't have to. You don't have to sign up.
But then the woman who's wearing it, you sit there, you pay the woman who's wearing it.
Well, stop being money hungry.
And that being said, bro, no, it's not being money. JP, how you feed your family, JP? I don't have to go with the industry. I got other ways to make the money. I don't have to go with the industry. I learned a lot that I would never want my kids in that shit. Listen, I learned a lot, JP. There's a lot of shit you don't know, JP. It's beyond being naked. I'm sorry. This is something way bigger than someone walking around here half fucking naked. It's way bigger than that, JP. And there's some scary shit that I would never want my kids going in. I would never go my babies in playing sports.
I don't want to hear that victim stuff.
It's just your own. Well, JP, you keep on being one way, but I'll tell you one thing. I say this: if any of your children say, "I want to be an actor and I want to be a singer," what you gonna tell them?
I'm gonna tell them the signs that come behind that. No, this is what they're gonna make you want to do, and you want to raise this way. They're gonna make you want to sell your body.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's not that just being a victim. It's like their own trying that contract you own, and you don't want your daughters own. You don't want your babies own. That's all I'm saying. This shit that once people get themselves in some shit, it don't matter what race they are.
Why y'all? If my thing is, if the Hollywood doing all this bogus stuff to y'all, will make y'all selling your bodies, why the fuck y'all keep trying to be Hollywood? When the moment they give you the opportunity to go to Hollywood, y'all jump on y'all bust y'all head on the ceiling and be so fucking happy. If you know the Hollywood gonna put you present you have to be hoes, why the fuck is you signing up and being all excited to work in it?
I don't think that's how it works, JP. I think what happens is they're told all this other shit before, and you could be 16 years old. They start them off young. You could be as young as 16 years old. Your parents ain't even monitoring shit. As soon as you sign this contract, you didn't realize that you're going to get a great. You didn't realize that you were going to get passed around. You didn't look. Justin Bieber didn't even know what was going to fucking happen to him. His mama said she couldn't even get her own son back.
That's not how it works.
It was over with. As soon as P. Diddy took her son, it was over with for
you're just watching the news. That's not how it went down.
What I'm saying is, you know, excuse me. Hello. I'm sorry, I'm being interrupted. I'm talking to JP, brother JP. I like talking to JP. Me and he'll be going back and forth, but I respect the brother.
I might as well just hop off then.
When it comes to people like, because what do you say about someone like him? He was 13.
Are you able to have a conversation?
When you get them like JP, when someone is like 25 years old, because they like your daughter turned 25, right? And she want to be this model, but then they told her she got to do certain things. She's gonna say, "I'm gonna get my entrepreneurship and become my own," because she's not groomed. They get her while she was young. You know what I'm saying? So she's gonna find another way to promote what she loved the most. And
why are you so passionate about this?
Support her on that, and she doesn't have to go through the industry. She could be independent. So that's what I'm saying. Some people just didn't have that knowledge. That's what I'm saying, JP.
Have you experienced it?
What are you mumbling about?
Have you experienced what you're talking
Sir,
about?
I got family members who's an actor.
Oh,
I'm not
I've heard the
asking.
experiences
I didn't.
what they're talking
That's
about.
not what
I paid
I asked
attention.
you. A
They
specific
stressed
question.
me out. That's what I did. I don't want to argue with something. Hey, I'm not arguing with a dumbass. I'm not arguing with a dumbass because see, here you go.
I'm
Because
not trying
you're
to
ready
argue,
to start
Raj.
arguing with
It's
women.
just a question.
Now you need to start arguing with men and tell men to stop sucking them
Nah,
dicks.
you're on the hard
In
one,
that
man.
industry, you stop and tell them men to stop glorifying women naked
I asked you a
so they can
specific
get
question.
more
I don't know
naked.
why
Stop
you're
telling them
getting
to
all.
stop glorifying
God
having
damn.
sex
All right,
women.
cool. Yeah. All right. Your family experience that you didn't.
All right,
Okay.
now you
Let's
do
look.
that.
Yeah.
Don't come asking me no dumbass question. Most of us found out and we heard what people in the industry who trying to get out.
Yeah, I've been in
saying
the
what they had to
industry.
go
This is
through
why I'm
and how
asking you
old they
certain
were.
questions
So I don't
because
want to hear that. If you're
yeah,
late
of
for
course
the
you
yellow
don't want
bus,
to hear it.
go find that
That's
yellow
fine.
bus. If you late for
No
the
one's
bus,
yelling
go
at you.
find it. But
Who's
I'm
yelling?
talking to
You're
JP.
yelling.
I'm not talking to you, Negro. I don't know you,
This is
nigga.
yeah. They
I
are.
don't know you.
Now
I'm
you're
talking
calling me
to
names.
JP.
All right,
This
cool,
is me
whatever.
and Jay
I'm
for
just
the first
saying, like,
conversation.
it's
And
a
Tiki finna
panel.
get in here and start drilling.
You're making it about
So I'm
yourself.
about to
Like
get
you
up off
can't
this
even
panel.
cool down
But
and
this
like
is your panel.
allow someone to have a
Look at this
conversation
dude.
with
He
you.
wear underoos. Hey, what do you have to say about a brother who wear underoos and he
Here we
can't get on
go.
superheroes?
Jesus Christ.
There you
This is
go.
what.
The underoos right
Yeah.
here.
All right.
Superheroes
All
and
right.
Fruit of the Loom. And here
Here
you're
we go.
talking, but you
Yeah.
over here
Yeah.
with a
Of
whole
course.
bunch of superheroes all on your
You
walls in the
are.
room. I
Here
bet you.
we go. Wait, you want me to say something bad about you, bro? Is that what you used to?
Tell these
People
men
talking
that
bad
when they
about
turn
you.
21, they're too old to be wearing superhero underclothes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Love you,
That's cool,
Kiki.
man. I'm cool with
Get
you.
off, y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
chill,
think-
man. Chill. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
Life
that's
ain't that
all
bad, man. God damn, I
So
was just trying to.
Simon, go ahead and say what you had to say, and then Tiki, we're gonna get you in.
I was just trying to get to JP because I was just saying, like, people be chatting some shit about you. So I was like, what can we make out of this that's positive? Because like you've been making some inroads. You get what I'm saying? And I'm kind of interested in understanding how it can work, like rather than like this bullshit that people be talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like at least you've been making some inroads. People be pulling up some shit about like, oh, this, that, whatnot. Maybe you just need some support, or maybe something can work some way. At least you're doing something. I don't see many men out here just trying that shit. That's why I was trying to ask you.
Ask me about what? I didn't really understand what you were saying.
What do you want to do? Do you want to set up your own business, or do you want to?
He has a business. Would you like to support?
Yeah, I'm interested in trying to understand what that looks like.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
JP.
Cash out me. I need some.
No. I ain't doing the cash app thing. No. I need to understand what you're about. Like, for real.
He has a food truck business that he vlogs about, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in like making that work. Not this whole. I don't do a whole YouTube thing. You must know that about me already.
So during those streams, he asks for cash apps.
I get that shit. Nah, YouTube people could do that for him. That's not me, right? I'm interested in.
So then what support? Because if it's not,
I can send him all the money. Listen, bro, I can send you all the money all day long. Like, this is the problem, and this is where people call you out, because it's like you can people can send you money all day long and it ain't working. Okay, you need something
working.
else.
What you mean? When they sell me money, that's how I finished buying my food truck and a hot dog car. What you talking about?
No, it's not that. It's the intimate shit that goes down that makes customers come around and buy your shit to make you successful, like McDonald's, nigga. Like this ain't about a simple cash app.
Hold on.
This ain't gonna get nothing done like that.
Would you like to purchase merchandise for the staff? You can buy that if you want.
No, it's up to him. I'm just saying I'm offering my services.
He just said he needs financial support and you don't want to send cash out because you don't trust him. So if you would like to buy the merchandise yourself, you can do that.
You don't look. This is the thing. Like people don't understand.
What's the
It's
point
like
of supporting someone if you believe the narratives that are being sold to you about them? What's the
you
point?
don't support people purely through money. It don't work like that.
Who
This
told
is
you
the
that?
thing. Who told me that?
You're impeccable? Did
My
a
men,
tell you that? Quid
yo.
pro quo?
Okay, well, you seem to think that that's kind of interesting, and this is why people don't get nowhere because it's not.
Okay, so what can you do for his business if not to financially support him? What can you
Consult.
do? Talk?
I can consult. Yeah, I can consult. I offer a lot in terms of
Nobody
like.
needs your damn consultation, nigga. Either you got money or you don't. Okay,
That's kind of interesting that you think like that, but this is the problem and why people do not
y'all just want to
succeed.
come here and give unsolicited advice. Nobody asked you for advice. We asked you
Yeah.
for money.
I'm not giving unsolicited advice. No one's telling me that. I'm saying people are pulling shit up and going, okay, well, why ain't this and why is that? And what I'm saying is, there's a reason for that. No money in the world is gonna actually make you understand that.
Well, we're not looking for that type of advice over here, baby.
Yeah, he give me some
No,
advice.
you don't need to. If you want to joke around me, then I can play all day long. You know that.
Why
But I'm just saying, like,
why don't you send your free
look,
advice?
I literally came over on a sincere thing trying to hook up. Look, I was working with JP
Why don't you
way
give
before.
your free advice? Why
Lord,
don't you give your
don't
free
joke around with
advice?
me because I'm gonna get upset in a second. Like
we don't
JP, I was walking around with JP like from Bang, okay, and he knows this. So at the end of the day, like I ain't playing around. I'm just saying, if he actually wants to do some stuff, he can actually talk to me about that shit, and I'll get that shit done. And I'll prove that it ain't gonna be a thing to the rest of the world or YouTube. Ain't nothing to do with that. I'm sincerely like, yo, this dude is out here trying to do some stuff, and I would back him. And you know, if you want to joke around, giggle, and all that sort of stuff, then cool. You get what I'm saying? But I ain't playing. It ain't nothing to me. And this is why I don't like to rock with YouTube, because you know, every time you're on a giggle and have a little bit of a laugh, I ain't playing like that. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't. You get what I'm saying? No, my life ain't a laugh.
So you say you don't want to give the public advice. You want to ask privately. You don't want to financially support because somehow you feel like you shouldn't have to financially support somebody. So what's next? What do you want?
What do I want? It's not what I want. It's saying, look, I literally came on.
We were talking about something completely unrelated to this bullshit that you brought up over here.
No, we weren't. Your title is Streetz versus Smartz, right?
The subject matter.
So what else was he talking about?
He was talking
talking about?
You rudely interrupted Tanjon to tell them that you tell him that you're going to give him advice.
Lord, you know I don't play like that. Look,
no,
come
that
on.
you're not. I'm sick and tired of you people coming over here thinking because Jay Prince is nice to your little raggedy ass that you could come here and say that you're not going to financially support, but you're going to come here to run your mouth and give unsolicited advice that is literally going to do nothing. You could have given that via email. You could have messaged him, but you came up to the panel to announce that you were going to help. And now you're saying you don't want to financially help because you don't trust the business or whatever the case it might be. People here who run businesses, they know what the fuck they're doing. If they're asking for financial support, that's what they need. So what do you want? I'm confused.
Flora, if you pull me back again, I'll never come back.
He thinks I give a fuck. That's the problem.
Oh, that was funny. Hi, Flora. Hi, bro. Hey, JP.
What's up, T?
Can I take you back to the topic we was talking about before he came up here flirting? Saying he was going for JP.
Yeah.
First, I appreciate JP trying to make it seem like only Black women use controversial things to sell their products and all that stuff like that, because we've seen it many times. The two that came to mind whenever you were having that discussion about Sexy Red's lipstick was Kat Von D. Do you remember Kat Von D?
Yes, I do.
The tattoo artist. So Kat Von D, she was the cool tattoo gothic woman that could do all of the best tattoos. If you wasn't cool with Kat Von D, it was like whenever ink wars and all the tattoo wars and all that was real popular. So whenever she branched off from her tattoo shop, she started getting into makeup and being that feminine gothic girl.
Eyeliner,
You remember that?
Yeah,
So
eyeliner, lip liner.
Yeah, and she had the lipstick. Remember, sis?
Yes.
She had the lipstick. I looked it up. Some of her lipsticks that she had were Vampira, Lovecraft, Motorhead. The most loved one was Lolita, which is still one that people beg for, because they discontinued her lipstick line because of all of her controversy with all of her doing the Nazi symbols and all that stuff. And so they accepted her having the fake blood, and it's sexy, but it's scary, it's dangerous. She's a dangerous woman. Look how dangerous her coochie is. We want that coochie, but she's so untouchable because she's so dangerous, right? You know what I mean? And so, but even now to this day, whenever you type in Kat Von D lipstick discontinued, and you go to the Google links, the shop, shop Google and stuff, people are selling one stick of her lipstick that was so controversial at the time when those names came out. People are still begging for that lipstick, not just because the color is good, because when you read the reviews, people are saying, oh, the lipstick is dry. The lipstick leave your lips dry, but it was just the controversy.
I liked her lip liner. I didn't know that much about the Nazi symbols. So it's good that I found a replacement. Anyways, Anastasia Beverly Hills has a very good similar lip liner as them. And so does Anastasia. So does Fenty. And so does Sephora. Their lip liners is pretty. So you're not missing nothing.
And so then I want to take it and go the opposite direction from the dangerous white woman to look at the clean, rich white woman, like Gwyneth Paltrow, and her Goop products, and how when she came out with the special vaginal egg, and she came out with the exploding vaginal candles, and she came out, I'm reading off of the list, that was their most popular product, psychic vampire repellent, vaginal steaming. She had all of these things that showed, yes, I'm a white woman. Yes, look how pure and clean I am, but I'm freaking the sheets. And I got this egg. I've been walking around with this egg up in my hoo-ha all day, and it's tight. It's been holding the egg, and then it came out that the egg do nothing. She got people to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on her product just because of the controversial names, and because of the controversy of what they do, and that because sex sells, and no matter if you're a clean white woman, a dirty white woman, a clean black woman, a dirty black woman, you still love sex, and sex is going to sell. And so it don't have anything to do with the race. It all come down to what the consumers are into, and the consumers of America are freaky and they're sexual, and it's going to sell. So Sexy Red, because her thing is being nasty. She's nasty. She ratchet. Yeah, her coochie is leaking green shit, just like her green lipstick, but it's selling. She's selling. So we can't,
supposedly, right? Because they can skew things all the time, anyways. But
they say it's selling though, especially like with the kids doing the TikTok to that "Get It Sexy" just off that song. She done blew up, and her products are selling even more, just because the TikTok, she's selling herself. So I don't know. I just don't agree with you saying that, well, black women put ourselves in that position where she's over sexualized, because it's sexualization in the other race and in their products too. It's just more acceptable for them because I don't know. That's just how society is made.
That's how society has always operated, where other races, specifically white women, can do anything, like literally anything, and it doesn't stop. Like there's no problem there, So.
And then bringing that, like how you just said, white women can do anything. And even though Ariana Grande isn't a white woman, she's a white Hispanic woman. and people don't like to.
Show it. Taz say show it.
Huh?
So Taz say show it.
Show
because
up.
y'all. I guess the white woman that she talking about.
So Gwyneth Paltrow, or
the white hole.
Ariana Grande in her music literally talks about how she wants to be
riding on it back side to side was one of her biggest pop hits. Was side to side. And then
people look at her today as the pinnacle of feminine in the industry. So,
even with her losing the weight, even with us knowing that she stole a woman's husband, and this isn't the first husband or boyfriend that she stole. She stole Big Sean from Nia. She stole Pete Davidson from his girlfriend and kind of gave him that clout because it was like, oh, well, if Pete Davidson can pull Ariana Grande, then he must be something. And that's what kind of made Kim Kardashian give him a chance, was because he did have that dating history with Ariana Grande, who was a whore. She's a whore. Right. She'll steal your man, and she'll make a song about how she stole your man, and she sings it in her Nickelodeon voice and gets away with it.
Here's the thing, though, Tiki. Y'all point out a handful, not even a handful, a couple of white women.
But it's not.
No, I'm giving examples of the top tier in the pop industry.
Black women, y'all, come on now, y'all done took
over. Look at the Catch Me Outside her little raggedy ass took the language that black women have been saying forever, said it in a trendy, quote unquote, trendy way, and blew up. She's a millionaire.
Now she's a millionaire, just had a baby by a Dusty in restaurants fighting. By Dusty.
Y'all defending what's his name? Bruno Mars?
No. Who?
What about Bruno Mars?
Who? He literally stole black people music, black men music, and made it his own. And blew up.
He's a mixed. But look at Bruno Mars back up. Look at Bruno Mars back up. When you look at Bruno Mars perform, he got 5 black men dancing behind him doing the choreography. And he got a black man playing the drums. The black man's playing the guitar. It's not the black woman that gave him that credit. Yeah, you can do that.
To Taz's point right here, Ariana Grande literally talks about being bussed down.
Let me say this right quick because I'm getting stuff in the back, right? Let me say this right quick. A lot of people rich got taken because the Black House members in the campaign have witnessed you or whoever got their wrench taken. Couple of reasons. I don't be around on other people's channels, so I don't be knowing what's going on. But like I told y'all, a lot of I still got Black House members, right? And they goes around, they send me proof of who got wrenches on my channel, but will be everywhere else talking about me like a dog. That's one. 2, they don't support me. So why would you have a wrench on my show that you just come over here, you just because you don't support me. You don't support me, then you go on other people's platforms and talk about me like a newborn baby. Like, that shit crazy. I don't want no more fake people around me. I'm trying to build a new campaign of solid people. I'm not with all these people going back and forth. Well, we ain't choosing no side, but really you is choosing a side. I'm trying to get rid of if I end up with 3 people in the chat, 3 valuable, solid people worth way more than 500 fake ones. That's a fact. I done had my shine on YouTube. I done made money off YouTube. I done had my glory. So it don't really bother me. I got stuff outside of YouTube that I'm doing. And I'm growing a different type of crowd. I like solid, genuine people because I have never changed. I still been the same nigga since day one. So if people ain't solid with me, I mean, I love you. Go ahead. I ain't finna wait around till nobody, like they've been doing, hopping hopping to other sides and stuff like that. I ain't with all that. You go ahead. If it comes to the point where you contemplating on choosing a side between me and the ops, choose the ops. I'm good. And I'm gonna be good. Choose the ops. Matter of fact, don't support me. It ain't about the money. I don't want nobody to give me something that they don't really want to do. I don't want nobody to support me that they really don't want to support me. I don't want to force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. I like for stuff to come genuinely and naturally. I believe in nature. I let nature take its course. So a lot of people got their wrench took it because, man, we ain't finna have that, man. Now, when y'all come on to check, I'll let y'all say what y'all want to say, but it's stone cold enemies that do all paint narratives on my name, and then you be over there chopping it up with them motherfuckers laughing about me, all this other type of stuff, but then you have a wrench on my channel. I don't be knowing, because I don't go to them people's shit, and I don't even be in the chats like that. So shout out to my people, my team that, really stood down with me 10 toes down, even through the worst, even when we didn't have a lot of people left. A lot of fake ones left. They just disappeared because they turned to bliss because it wasn't nothing. So I want solid people around me. People got to prove that they solid. And you can't just go off what you say. You got to show me you solid. Support, you don't support. You goes around talking about me like a dog. That ain't support, man. Nah. So I can't blame, the people that's in the back that's taking the wrenches. They see what they see because they know I don't do nothing but show everybody love and respect. And I'm super extremely nice, and then I get taken advantage of. I hate that I be like a bitch made nigga like that, being nice like that. But shout out to the ones that ain't nice like that, though. They gonna be like, oh, hold on, Jay Prince, we know you got a good heart. I'll take a wrench and give it back to their weak ass. Because I feel bad. But man, I want solid people around me, though.
Amen to that. I got one for you, JP and Professor Taz. I'm gonna just read these lyrics real quick, all right? So this is one of my favorite songs back in the day when it came out. I say, white shirt, now red, my bloody nose, sleeping, you're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows, think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you or please, I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul's so cynical. So we can obviously put together that in these song lyrics, this woman is talking about how she does everything she can for her sneaky boyfriend who's stealing and cheating, and she stays on her knees so much that her knees stay red. She's proudly bragging about how her knees get red and how he puts hands on her to the point that she has blood on her shirt, right?
Yeah.
And do you recognize those lyrics?
Don't you think some of it is semantics with what kind of, Professor Taz, we can call him tonight?
Oh, I know. I was just saying, I just wanted to point out this song because I had it already queued up because we were talking. Y'all were talking.
I like this as an example because I think she's saying the same things, right? But the difference is her language. She's coming across more, debonair.
Clean.
She's not being so
double entendres and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. But I don't think there's anything artistic about making sexual references like in a catchy way. Like I don't think there's anything artistic about that. So even though like they'll criticize Black women for blatantly doing it in a way that the culture kind of sees as distasteful, like talk about eating ass. But think about the fact that Jhené Aiko was the first woman, right? R&B,
just say she was eating ass like groceries.
Yeah.
And she's not Black.
Yeah, and she's biracial.
She's biracial.
But half Panamanian, half Black, right? So definitely not a Black culture, not necessarily a fully Black cultured person. Maybe
but since she grew up
Yeah. So my question here is like, how can she be the first one to reference booties, but now Suki Hana and Sexy Red are being brought into the
The
industry?
only ones that's synonymous with eating ass. Yeah.
Right. And they
And then my point of me reading that lyrics too is because those lyrics are from Billie Eilish, right? One of my favorite artists. I know all of her music. I would love to go to one of her concerts. One thing about Billie Eilish that she had was number one, protection. She had her brother Phineas. Billie Eilish, she was young as hell when she came into the industry with her hair dyed blue. She was talking about how she gave head, how she would sleep with your daddy, how she would make your mama cry, how she didn't have no friends. She didn't give a fuck about no females, no female empowerment, right? That's how she got her clout. That's how she was able to break into the industry, because it was other girls, mostly young white girls in her age group, that was like, yeah, I feel the same way, right? So once she got 2 or 3 years into the industry, she got her Grammys and she got all of her awards and her accolades, right? She dyed her hair blonde. She went angelic like. She started making soundtrack songs. And so all of the stuff she said about how she would drive a car off a bridge and take a man out was erased. And even now, people hold Billie Eilish to this level, like she's never done anything wrong, and she's doing interviews saying, I never liked blue. I don't know why I dyed my hair blue. And it's accepted, like, okay. And so she'll be able to rebrand, even though she said all of this stuff. Now, I feel like, okay, well, because Sexy Red, she is true to who she is who she is, right? But if she chose tomorrow to be like, you know what, y'all, I don't want to sing any more songs like Get It Sexy. I don't want to rap like that anymore. It wouldn't be accepted or tolerated. It would be like, no, you're Sexy Red. You're green out the coochie red. Yeah, that's who you are. That's who you are. You cannot change. But a woman like Billie Eilish, and then I had talked about it earlier whenever we was in the chat earlier on Professor Taz's channel about how Taylor Swift, her whole new album is toxic as hell. Karma is toxic. Anti-hero, toxic. It's all about embracing the toxicity that was left with her and embracing all of the toxicity that she sees in the world that she doesn't like, and especially in the music industry. But people worship her and they scared of her, like Drake tried to imply when it comes to Kendrick, because he did the song with Taylor,
It's so weird right here, because you said nobody gives a F about Billie Eilish. I mean, we're talking about kids, people.
No, I mean, I get it.
These are international, stars.
These are renowned artists that's held up so high. They got the highest act. They getting the awards that Jay-Z is begging for Beyonce to get, So they do matter. It just like, because Sexy Red, yes, she's trending to us, but it's people, but they trend. Sexy Red trend more with the white guys and the white younger audience. When you go through TikTok and you click on the Sexy Red little clip that everybody's dancing to, it's nothing but white kids. Get it sexy. Get it. It's a grandma that got she got a choreographed video to Sunday Service by Lotto. So it's not just us listening to it and putting them at the top and at the forefront. Yeah, we make the industry money because the black dollar, we're gonna spend the black dollar. But it's not, that was what I had thought about when JP had said earlier about how the pop stars and all the other ones aren't talking like that, But yeah.
So let me get.
But that's how I like to say.
No, don't drop down, because I like your takes on this. If you have time to stay with us, please do.
No, I'm not dropping. I was just moving up so somebody else can speak. I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you said you were leaving. But we got a few more people in here. We got Taz jumped up on here. We have King Rooster as well. So Taz,
okay. Go ahead.
It looks like you have something in the back there. Taz, are you still back there?
I was looking at this clip of Suki Hana walking around London saying she needed to get her coochie stretched.
Can you put it back?
Okay, I put it back up. So she's walking around London saying she need to get her coochie stretched and she want to eat a nigga ass. Now the problem is not that nobody else does it or none of that shit.
I'm saying, when does the music stop though? You know what I'm saying? With some of these artists, it's not just a song no more. The way Sukihana and Sexy Red operate, they don't operate like it's a song. They operate like it's part of their lifestyle. It's back there right now. Go ahead and put it up.
Okay, let me see. Okay, go ahead. You got it back there.
All right, let me start this shit.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched. Okay.
So it doesn't seem performative to you, though?
Absolutely. It's so performative that I need to see Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande or somebody else performing that way.
But if that's part of, but hold on, because if that's part of the culture, right? Because I would argue that that's how a lot of people in the culture speak.
Tiki
right?
bailed on you.
What?
Said Tiki got up out of there quick. Yeah, I'm saying, like, there's no culture for that.
I disagree with that. I do think that there's been a ratchet culture that's built where people actually glamorize speaking like that, behaving like that, being that open about things that I think is kind of exclusively Black. I'm not saying it's the best parts, but it is a little bit of a culture there.
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, if it's exclusively Black, then that answers the Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande questions, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's your comparison right there. We want to run around and say, because like I say, it'd be different than just on music.
But if their culture is to be quiet, but if their culture is to be sneaky hoes, at the end of the day, the result is still a hoe. So I agree
with that. That I 100% agree with. Yeah, I ain't debating that. But I'm saying,
where do we go then, though? Because if the end result is a hoe, it doesn't really matter how you get there.
Well, it does, because I'm saying Black women want to be marketed as hoes, whereas Taylor Swift don't want to be marketed as the hoe she is. Sexy
Is it that they want, or do you think that that's what the industry offers? Because we can go back to the Jezebel and see that that's how things have been. That's the only role that Black women get.
Listen, man. So here's the thing. It's like the Diddy thing, right? If you're gonna go into the industry and do all this extra shit that everybody ain't got to do, but they're making you do some extra shit and you do it, shit, I can't. That's on you, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit, but I think that's how the industry works. And some people do sell themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Some women are very, very talented, but got to sell their ass first. You know what I'm saying? Sell themselves through. I thought Nicki was a hell of a rapper. But what she had to do, come out playing lesbian game first.
Yeah. I mean, but if that's all they're offered, okay. Now, realistically, if that's all they're offered, now I'm not saying that we don't have offers to do other things with Black women, but if that's the only way that a lot of Black women see themselves out of poverty, out of whatever situations, is it fair though to say, well, you're choosing to be immoral? I get that eventually we're gonna have to choose to do the right thing, and I think
it's just as immoral when these niggas, because I've seen Bomb in the chat, she said the whisper song, them niggas my wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch.
Right.
And I grew up in the era of Dipset and Jim Jones whenever Dipset was at the top tier. So, and then when it took me getting grown to see how raunchy and fucked up those lyrics were.
You just think about that shit today, though, man. That's some old R. Kelly type shit, man. Like, wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch. Like, God damn.
It was very, and people would sing this, but you would gotta think people were singing this. I remember singing this as like a teenager, you know, not the explicit, but like singing the song, period. You know, so
yeah, I mean the beat was all right. So, but I'm just saying, I think the part of it that becomes the problem with Sexy Red and Sookie, why I'm saying something now though, is because if we would have saw the Yin Yang Twins in interviews saying that to an interviewer, See what I'm saying? If they turn it real world, if it becomes part of what you're doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you live on TikTok, like, wait till y'all hoes see my dick, bitch. Like, bro, like, that ain't cool no more. And I feel like that's where Sookie and them at, is it's like, it is performative, but it's also, it's at the line.
Yeah. And then with Sookie, I noticed too, like, I just watched a video of Sookie. She was like, today I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to be a regular mom. And all her kids was running around the living room going, yeah. And she was like, I'm going to just cook and clean. And I just want this video to trend. And it had a lot of views on it. And it had a lot of, likes and comments. But it didn't trend. It didn't make the news. Because it wasn't like, because everybody wants to see Sookie in her most negative light, which is what she positioned herself in. But she's trying to show that she's layered and that she's more than just ass and eating ass, and show that she's a mother, she's a regular woman. Just like with the situation with the old dude that kissed her in the mouth, she's like, okay, yeah, I'm over sexualized, but that's my choice. But at the same time, I'm still human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did she? Was she ever?
Really?
That was wild.
I just want to.
Would she ever be able to escape like Ariana Grande, or would she ever be able to move out of being the woman that ate the nigga's ass like a Billie Eilish? Is the whole point I was making.
Really quickly before we get back into that, I just want to address this part because I see this comparison happen a lot. I'm so sorry. I just want to address this here. The difference. My problem is they're not putting their business out there. It's just because of their semantics and the way that they choose to speak about it, people just overlook it, right? Like they think it's clever to say you're a whore in less words or in a more artistic way, So I don't necessarily think it's not, like, we all know, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but there is some evidence out there allegedly that Taylor Swift is a mattress. I'm not just saying that. It's part of her sexual history in the industry, but people don't want to talk. They don't even care about that. They're still going to see her as this superstar, as this clean image person, because they don't put that pressure on women.
No, because listen, man, if Taylor Swift was publicly presenting like a mattress, it wouldn't be a problem. Somebody's got
but then, like, she released that.
Like she moved around like she ain't never, like a goddamn virgin. If that she don't speak.
But she did release a song called Blank Space where she let these men know, I got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane because I love the players and the players hate the game. And then she said, it could be forever. Lyric. You know what I mean? So she talks about.
That's all. It's still.
You don't understand my point, though. The
I
lyrics
get you. I was just saying.
They'll never be the problem. It's not the lyrics. It's outside the lyrics. When you're walking down the street, what you gonna say? You gonna say, "Hey, I'm Sookie Hana," or you gonna say, "Eat my ass"? They choose the latter.
Yeah, but that bold. Okay, so this is where I can agree with you that it is part of it's an issue with our culture, because I do think that blatant, bold, like super ratchet attitude, people celebrate it. So like, how can we say, how can we go around bashing her for going out there and doing things like that are going to get attention when that's what people like? People like the raunchy and the, I eat my man's ass and all that. Like, people enjoy it. Like, it seems like some people genuinely enjoy that banter. So
right. So that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to the question about sexualizing, that's the L though. You know what I'm saying? That we can't make it somebody else's fault or, the media programming and this and that, when in reality, they don't mind filling in that role. Lil' Kim didn't mind filling that role. Trina didn't mind filling that role. Nicki didn't mind filling that role. You know what I'm saying? And so as long as they, we just keep getting somebody to plug and play in there, it's going to be another one. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. I definitely think that's one way to look at it, but you're kind of ignoring the powers, the power structure at play there, though.
That girl made a song called "Wet Ass Pussy." Okay, I forgot about it.
That's Meg. That's Meg Thee Stallion. She's a rapper. She's a rapper, though.
That is Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, right? Now check this out. Check out the play. Meg gets involved in some bullshit with Tory Lanez. Her name stay on the negative side of the press. Cardi B revamps her fucking image. She all interviewing the white man, Bernie Sanders, playing in the politics game in the last election. Keep in mind, she ended up having issues with her husband and shit. Motherfuckers feeling sorry for her for that. They get the benefit of their real world shit because they not out front saying, you know, look at me, I'm a whore, or I got fucked, or no shit like that. Megan's still performing that
They
shit.
kind of are though, because Taylor Swift has been knocked down by Harry Styles, John Mayer, that dude, this dude, and she talks about it in her music. But people don't care. They're just like, oh, she's just
They don't know.
As inspiration.
They don't know. Flora, they don't know. Like I didn't know.
I promise you, they know her sexual history. They just don't care. They don't care. That's the difference. Whereas us, it's like we have this image problem that has been there long before the current hoes. And I'll admit, Sexy Sukihana is one of the worst. I remember watching her video that it looked like it was turning into corn, so I turned it off. And then I found out later that video can't even be on certain platforms because it does. She does have corn scenes in her music, so that's a very egregious. I would say you can't really forgive. Like I do think we need to put a pause on stuff like that, and we can't say it's just because of the money. But I do think there's a power dynamic there that is not fair, and we can't just say, well, you know, Black women don't make the right choice. I think there's a little bit more going on there, but I do think it's a morality issue where if they deny the money that's coming to be toxic, you know, they can't benefit from that. Too bad Taz dropped off, but I really do like, it's kind of sad that so many of these women do think that the only way that they can make it in the industry is to be like this, to be explicit.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know if like that was coming across the right way, but that's my issue is that so many of them do feel like their only way into the industry is to be explicit, to be sexual, to be, you know, to get out there in whatever way they need to get the attention.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a super chat here. Victor said $20. I can't really see what is behind, what's behind there. Some type of object. But thank you for the $20 super chat, Victor. But yeah, you know, I wish Taz didn't leave, but I think that's my issue. Is like I feel like there's a power dynamic there that's just not fair. You know, I'm not saying that Black women have to give in and accept money and all types of bad things in exchange, you know, to do these type of things. I don't think they should have to, but I think we're like, what, 400 years post-slavery, and there's still people who feel impacted by it. You know, I just feel like there's too much there to put that much of a moral burden on just Black women, you know, in terms of accepting money. What do you think?
I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. I'm so sorry. I heard what you said, but I don't have a response.
That's right. Oh, let me see. Thank you for the cash app, guys. I appreciate you all. Let me see here. It's your choice to take money to be shown as toxic. You can't be in. Well, that's where I agreed with Taz that I think that to some extent, yeah, we do got to put down our foot morally, but there's nothing built that Black women can reach to as a rescue. Like, I feel like so many people are moving out of desperation. And that was like the point I tried to make early on, just to not diminish what was being said. Because I totally get what Taz was saying in terms of like, you gotta choose not to accept that. But it's like so many people are in desperate situations. And I think especially with women, it's like, I don't know. I feel like to some extent, there needs to be a little bit more grace, but also at the same time, I feel like, okay, but like you can't just keep accepting money to do these egregious things and then blame the white man, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll say this for, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I said I got to think on it some more. I got to think on how I feel about that. I just, like I said, the whole point of everything I was saying is JP had kind of implied that only black women do it, but it's like no, it's pretty much all the women who wants to be in the industry. If you're not gonna do that sex that sells, then you're gonna get left behind. That's kind of like with Chica, and I think her name Chica, the rapper Chica. And then she really made people mad when she messed with T.I. Grandbaby. So that was the end all be all of her little rap career. You know, people still love her. Of course, we like the conscious rapper, but she's not sex sales. People don't find her sex. It's like with Scar. I think Scar, ain't her name Scar? What's her dang on me? That flipping Scarface. Yeah, I love her music. And she did a live stream and talked about how people didn't find her sexy, so she didn't think that she was going to make it. And now they're, putting the makeup on her and the wigs on her. She's kind of losing, to me, she's losing her original creative integrity that she had, because she knows that, she got her fans that's going to follow her who she is now, but it's still them people over there with that good money that want to see how sexy can she get. We need you to get a little bit more sexier. Your lyrics and it's hot. You hot, but it's not hot enough. We need your ass to be hot too, because you're dark skinned. You're not what people would say that is facially beautiful and stuff to us. Or to me, I feel like she's a really beautiful girl, but her music isn't selling the way that it should. And according to her, she's literally sat on the live stream and said, "Yeah, I'm trying not to be that girl to be dressing up and showing my ass, but that's what they want to see." So she started doing it, a little bit more. Not showing ass. She's wearing the makeup. She's wearing the wigs, but you can see the industry kind of pushing Scar into a lane that she don't want to be in, and that's sad. So I don't know.
Quick thing, Flora, can you hear me on this mic?
What'd you say, Victor?
I said, can you hear me on this microphone? I got the earbuds.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah. But I just want to explain this. From what I see is going on in the female sector of music, the sexual image is being pushed. It's no different from the I can't say that word well. The serial deleter thing is being pushed in the male industry. If you want to be a male rapper, you got to talk violent, walk violent, flash a lot of money, and carry your stick, and be able to put somebody in a grave. If you're a female, you got to be half naked. You got to wear all the weave, eat many crab legs and Cheetos that you can eat. You know what I'm saying? And throw that ass in a circle. That's what they pushing. They ain't pushing no education. They ain't pushing no. If you in the slums and you ain't got food to eat, or you can't fill out an application, you know what they say? Y'all women, you know what you can do now. You can come over here and you can get naked. We got auto tune, we got beats, we got blunts, we got all this. You can have all of this right here. We just need you to be this eye candy for us, because you got a nice voice and you can rap. We done already messed up the black men, because they done already rapped all they killing and they deletion and harming people. Now we need y'all women to perform a task, because in the eyes of the world, we need all of y'all to look just as dangerous. We done the number on the men. Now it's y'all turn, women. That's all it is. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. So the only thing I can say that for the people right now, you just let them go ahead burn. They already indoctrinated. They messed up. Y'all need to train the kids to be a different way. Train the children to be a different way. And then when you see certain parents handling children, they probably don't need to have them. Look, y'all need to start influencing them. Give them to your family members, because you ain't doing shit on the weekend or through the week. But messing this child up, because this child is seeing what y'all doing day to day. And then y'all, after they see the parents do it, y'all sit them in front of the TV. Parents outside of the room, not watching what they are watching or paying attention what they are actually watching. Now they seeing more of it. Now they seeing it in the household, then they see individuals on TV, and then when they go to school system, some of the teachers that teaching them, maybe male or female, they operate in the same way. Now your child is saturated in food filters and bullshit. So as for the grown people that doing what they doing, we don't even need to worry about them. They can go ahead do what they doing now. We need to focus on stop letting these kids participate in certain stuff. These TikToks, y'all see these kids rapping that Sukiana and that Sexy Red. Y'all encouraging that shit because y'all got people on there and y'all ain't dropping their pages or complaining on their pages that this child don't even supposed to be listening to that type of shit. Or you know what I'm saying? It's the people that's around these kids encouraging that shit. And ain't nobody is trying to stop it. You know what I'm saying? The mamas and dad, mamas shaking ass on babies and shit. And everybody think that shit cute. I seen a whole lot of video. They had this last girl, she pulled her pants are down, sang and dancing to one of these songs. It had to be one of these females y'all talking about. And she put it on a video. I don't think nobody striked it or whatever. They just the content creators talked about it a little bit, but a lot of them really didn't. So what are we doing as black people? We encouraging the bullshit. So when the bullshit gets older and they transform into a better rapper or a better singer or an ass shaker, we can't say nothing about it because we allow it to happen. And we can encourage it by constantly leaving outside of the rooms while the TV on, internet on the TV, and then the kid can flick through that shit and just, you know what I'm saying, see anything. And the child come in the room, shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. And the whole family busts out laughing like it's cute. We've been doing that shit for years. So just get it together, black people. Because the folks on the other side laughing at all of us. It ain't no male or female. It's all of you niggas, male and female. They point their fingers and laughing while they licking their thumbs and counting their cheese off the back of your ass, that big boot ass that's shaking and gyrating and playing. But you know,
And the white women.
I ain't the one to complain because I like some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in a hype mode or whatever. You know, people got to have fun, something to do. But I'm just worried about the kids. Now, grown folks do whatever they want to do. You like you some Sukiana, you like some Sexy Red and some Glorilla. Glorilla, she more like a thug. She teaches females how to stomp a bitch out. so whenever you choose, just don't let your kids get involved with it. Let the grown people burn up. Because the house is already smoldering. It's over with for her. But separate your kids. A long time ago, when we used to, when my folks used to party, and there's a lot of people across the United States can tell the same story. You know what they used to tell these kids? Get your ass back there in that room. Y'all ass feed. Y'all took a bath. We finna party up here. Y'all better not come out here. They censored a lot of shit. TV was censored. A lot of things on TV, you didn't hear no cursing or none of that. But everything is like a overload right now. You know what I'm saying? They giving these children, and then some of these grown folks that don't know no better. A lot of y'all grown folks ain't been outside. Y'all just not getting exposed. You know your mama kept your ass in the house, you was in the window, poking holes in the goddamn screen because everybody else was outside and you couldn't go. Because she told y'all, them niggas out there are animals. But when y'all got out here and y'all heard that young super honor and that Sexy Red, it just came on at you. You see what I'm saying? The only thing I'm worried about is
Fucking rude. Are you kidding?